Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into Awesome Sunday Show. Before we get started, we'd like to tell you where you can find us.
You can find all of our episodes, including new content like blogs and guest blogs, on our newly launched website, awesomesundayshow.com.
Woohoo!
Our podcast is also available on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn, and YouTube. You can find all those links also on awesomesundayshow.com.
You can also follow us on our social media accounts, twitter.com/awesomesunshow, facebook.com/awesomesundayshow, and instagram.com/awesomesundayshow.
Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome to Awesome Sunday Show. Connor here.
And Pat?
Pat, how you doing?
Same old shit. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I just saw an awesome movie directed by an awesome comedian who can direct an awesome horror movie, apparently. You'll be seeing a review on the blog post on awesomesundayshow.com soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. What was the name of that movie?
It was called Get Out.
There you go. I wasn't sure if you were going to mention it or not.
I was going to keep it a surprise, but, I didn't want to.
You already posted on social media. You might as well just.
I might have, yeah. But, yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, before we get started, just want to apologize for not having episodes the last two Sundays.
Shit happens.
Well, yes, we've both been very busy. Not this past Sunday, the one before that, and then Connor was away this past weekend, so we didn't get to. But hey, we still put up at least one episode last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we're dedicated. Yeah,
we do. We do what we can, and I put up a couple blog posts, so hopefully you've checked those out, and hopefully it makes up for it. And then again, before we get started, just want to say, in case you haven't heard, I don't know how you haven't, maybe you don't pay attention, but legendary actor Bill Paxton passed away.
R.I.P., brother.
At 61 due to complications from heart surgery. Bill Paxton was a phenomenal actor.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best character actors I think I've ever seen. One of my favorites for sure. It's a real bummer.
Yeah, he was in a lot of great movies. The most recently I remember seeing him in was in Nightcrawler, which he was really good in. He wasn't in it a lot, but
he's great.
He's great in it.
He's great in everything he's ever been in, for sure.
Yeah.
He was in Aliens. He was in the Terminator. He was in
Predator 2.
Predator 2, Titanic, Edge of Tomorrow, like a lot of James Cameron things, but he's
True Lies.
True
he was a
Lies.
sleazy car salesman.
Yeah, he directed Frailty,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. And one big thing that people gloss over when they talk about the MCU is like forgettable villains. Actually, this is a spoiler, but I'm going to say it because it was a few years ago. So if you haven't watched the show, sorry. But he was a really great villain out in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., for sure, in Season 1. Up there with Loki, but that gets overlooked a lot. But Bill, from all accounts, from everything I've ever read, was a great guy, great actor.
Yeah,
gonna be missed.
I retweeted it on my Twitter page, but Arnold Schwarzenegger put out a small 1-minute video, talking about his friend, and it was very nice words, and it's. I just check it out. He says some really nice things about Bill Paxton, and he was, and they were friends in real life. So but it's a shame to hear.
Well, yeah, R.I.P. Bill. All right. Now, moving on. Gonna get into some sponsors. Today's episode is brought to you by Vinyl Me Please. Vinyl Me Please is a vinyl record of the month club, the best damn record of the month club. Every month,
right.
Vinyl Me Please features one album that is essential to the modern vinyl collection and sends it to thousands of members worldwide. They celebrate one incredible vinyl a month. They send exclusive pressing right to your door. They also include an original 12x12 album-inspired art print and a paired cocktail recipe to sweeten the deal even more, so you get a nice drink while you listen to whatever album you get. What's in the box? They send you special edition records you can't get anywhere else. This includes special colors. They send custom lyric books, exclusive artwork, personal notes from the artist, and much more. It's a flexible and easy membership that works for you. Their customer service is top notch. There's no contract, no strings, no guilt trips. Cancel anytime, no hidden fees. And one great thing is, say you get a record that month that you're not a fan of, you can swap it for one from their archive. It's pretty cool. You can sign up today at joinvmp.com/awesome. That's joinvmp.com/awesome to sign up for this excellent Record of the Month Club. Thank you, Vinyl Me Please, for sponsoring today's episode.
Yeah. Also, today's show is brought to you by Gamefly.com. Sign up for a free premium 30-day trial. It's one game out. Specifically for the listeners, it is, if you go to www.gameflyoffer.com/awesome, that's how you get the free 30-day trial among your 6-month or 1-year subscription to Gamefly. So, some of the benefits of Gamefly.com: it has over 8,000 new releases and classics available to rent for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, Wii, and 3DS, as well as some older systems. As Gamefly member, you can rent as many console and handheld games as you want, and to get them delivered right to your mailbox for one low monthly fee. If you like a game so much that you don't want to send it back, you can keep it for a low use price. There are never any due dates or late fees. That's pretty baller right there. Gamefly also offers the ability to rent Blu-ray and DVD movies as a part of the regular service at no extra charge. You can get a 1-disc plan for $15.95 a month or a 2-disc plan for $22.95 a month. Reasons to sign up: there's a huge convenience to it. Games are shipped directly to you, including a pre-addressed envelopes for easy returns. No contracts, cancel anytime. Wish I could do that with my relationships. You can have multiple games and movies rented out to you at the same time based on your membership. Rent games online or through the mobile app, whether you're at home or on the go. Rental ship to arrive on the actual game release dates. No more standing outside for midnight releases, which I'm doing for Nintendo Switch. Cost savings: instead of buying 2 or 3 games a year, you can get an entire year's worth of Gamefly service and rent as many games as you want. Remember, there are no late fees whatsoever. Gamefly has over 8,000 games, as I mentioned before, and that goes all the way back to PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. So remember, folks, if you want to sign up for your free premium 30-day trial, go to www.gameflyoffer.com/awesome. I'll repeat that one last time before I hand it off to the special guests. www.gameflyoffer.com/awesome.
Today's show is also brought to you by BarkBox.com. Get one free extra month of BarkBox at www.getbarkbox.com/awesome. Every month, BarkBox paw picks the best all-natural treats and innovative toys to match a dog's unique needs, including allergies and heavy chewer preferences. All edibles are made in the U.S. or Canada, and 100% of our products are tested on animals. Our own. BarkBox is a great way to try a variety of treats and toys from local and small businesses that you may not otherwise be able to find. Each monthly box is themed. New and unique toys continue to keep dogs engaged, interested, and happy. Scout's Honor: if your dog does not like something in the box, we'll send you something they'll love for free, because we're all about dog happiness. Free shipping on any BarkBox within the continental U.S. When your dog falls in love with something from the box, you can easily find it again on barkshop.com, their app, or by texting BarkBox. To receive 1 month free, go to getbarkbox.com/awesome. Again, that's getbarkbox.com/awesome to receive an extra month of BarkBox for free.
Hey everybody, how are you? Today's show is also sponsored by Bombas. Now listen, what do you do in the morning, everybody? You're going to put on a pair of socks, but why not put on Bombas socks? These are an online retailer or premium high-performance athletic leisure socks. And baby, they're all about comfort. That's their slogan. Bombas are all about the comfort. They're made with the soft, long, staple Prima cotton that is hand-linked in the toe to seam that eliminates that annoying bump. And they runs all across the toes, unlike ordinary socks. They also have a 2-year of R&D Bombas calf socks, which are engineered to be the perfect tension and elasticity. So, baby, they stay up, they're not too tight, and they don't slip down. The ankle socks are complete with a blister tab to prevent those painful and rubbing chafing. Bombas also create the highest quality and most innovative socks around. In fact, they are so comfortable that you'll be happy with your purchase, or they offer 100% happiness guarantee. Now, who does that nowadays? I don't know anyone that does that. Now, if you want your Bombas, you're going to go to getbombas.com/awesome. Did I mention that you get a 15% off your purchase of 4 or more pairs plus free shipping? Now, that's a deal and a half.
It's a great deal. Thank you to all our sponsors for today's episode. Now, getting into the topic.
We have a topic.
We do have a topic, but before we do that, I want to welcome 2 special guests, Mr. J. Bob, Justin Bobby himself,
Hello, hello.
and Mr. Cassidy Dolan.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
So, today we're going to be talking about the Oscars,
Yes. The
89th Academy Awards. We're going to recap, talk about the winners, talk about the show itself,
Yes,
you know,
I'm very happy.
what we thought about it, the non-major ridiculous gaffe that happened in it, or 2 of them. Nothing happened. It went smooth as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, man. I mean, this is. I joke around with people that this is my Super Bowl. I mean, I go all out for it. I love it. Stay up all night, drink a bunch of beers. I love it. The Oscars forever, man. I've been captivated for Christ. I mean, ever since I can remember.
Yeah, I've watched the Oscars like I think 5 years in a row now.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
definitely. It was.
That's equivalent to your Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's incrable.
No,
I love
Well, the
it.
Cowboys are never in it, so
Oh,
That's a good one. That's
hey,
a good
Giants
one.
suck.
they do.
Wow.
But no, I'm right there with you, brother. I think like I'm pumped every year. Like I request off work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm anxiously awaiting every January for things to, what's going to be nominated, what's the buzz. I just love it. It's great. My
Yeah.
favorite time of the year. Definitely. I mean, what else goes on in February?
My birthday.
Well, other than that.
Yeah, well,
The actual Super Bowl.
Whatever. No, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it too. It's always good to see, what's up and coming, keeping up with like good movies and stuff like that. It's like I like the variety every year.
Yeah.
Everything changes. Nothing's the same. I at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
agree. So I guess we should just dive in of
Yeah.
Let's dive on in.
Before we get started, Justin, Cass, myself, and Anthony D'Elia all made predictions. Anthony filled out all 24. He went 15 for 24 in his predictions. Cass went 9 for 19. Cass, myself, and Justin were all in the same boat. We didn't see everything in every category to make guesses on. I know I missed 3 categories. J-Bob missed 4. Cass went 9 for 19 in his, although he set it up. If you saw our blog post on awesomesundayshow.com, which you should always check out, he listed favorites and then what he thinks would win. So a bunch of your favorites did win.
yeah, a bunch of my favorites did
It's
win.
just not
it was
what
just
the one you
It's pretty
thought would
much
win.
it's pretty much how I put it. Like the Academy, they at times they are not predictable, but in a sense sometimes they really are. So I put for what is gonna win, landslide
Yeah.
wins, and then what I picture as
right. The things you would like to see.
things
win
I would
most.
have loved to see win. Or
That's
my
an interesting
favorites.
twist there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little bit of both. I mean, I kind of my predictions, I just said what was going to win, and I went 12 for 21. Not great, but Justin
here.
got the most right of his predictions. He went 16 for 20.
Damn.
Yeah. Get on my level. I know
Alright.
what's up, man. I watched 7 out of the 9 movies. I didn't watch all 9, just didn't have the time, nor did I really care for 2 of the movies, but I'll get into
I
that
still
later.
haven't-
We're gonna dive.
I
I'll
still
get into
haven't
that
seen one
later.
of them. Right
Okay.
before we recorded this, I just watched Hidden Figures.
Cool.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Right.
The performances were solid.
Yeah.
The movie itself was eh.
Right.
Well, yeah. I think we're gonna
Yeah,
dive
we'll get
into
to that.
Yeah, when we get
I haven't seen Lion. That's the only one I haven't
Yeah.
seen out of that list.
Lion King, though.
Lion King.
Yeah, I'm
All
sorry.
right, but guys, what did you think of the show overall? I personally love Jimmy Kimmel as a host.
I mean, fantastic.
I thought he was great. His
Hey
feud.
Pat, special guest go first.
Well,
Awesome
So I did
Sunday
ask
show.
them what they thought about the show, man. All right, you
I mean,
fucking blow
whoa.
my spot. All right, fine. You know what?
Just
Cass, go first. Fuck
All
Connor.
right. Yeah, I mean, a bounce off of Pat, and Jimmy Kimmel was absolutely phenomenal. I think I was watching it with my girlfriend, and I think she made the perfect point of, like, he's definitely, treating this almost like his late night show, in a sense. Like, a lot of his own gags, a lot of great punchline humor. Like, I just thought it was great. I mean, it was such a step up from Chris Rock, which was a disappointment. I mean,
Yeah, I think
last
Chris
year
Rock-
bummed me out.
That was a hard show to do, though.
It was a
It was
very
a hard show,
very hard show.
But I
to
think
do.
he played it way too safe.
No,
at the same time.
I agree. And it drew.
He held back, and then a lot of stuff didn't land.
Yeah, a lot of stuff did not land. I completely agree. But he was going into a hard year of nominating. So, I mean, that was a bummer because I was really stoked when they announced him. But, I mean, what are you going to do?
He was overshadowed by the controversy.
I agree. I
last
agree.
year,
I
yeah.
mean, I would love to see him get a second shot at it. But overall, I mean, I absolutely love the show. I mean, it always runs late, but that's a given. I
Yeah.
mean, you have to be ready for that. It's the Oscars. It's going to run over at least an hour or so. But that was great, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to give it like a IMDb rating or like a 1 out of 10 scale, I'd give it like a solid 8.5 out of 10. You know, because again, you know, you're gonna get that the host that like, you know, gives those jabs, which I always appreciate. And I think he had the perfect mix of jabs and whatnot, and his humor was awesome. I liked some of his, like you said, his witty humor with his skits on his own late night show. Definitely better than Chris Rock. Yeah, you can't hold that whole last year scenario against Chris Rock. But, like, I'd have to say, like, Ellen DeGeneres and, like, Jimmy Kimmel definitely killed it in the past couple of years.
Oh, yeah, easily.
I mean, again, I think, like, I'd like to see someone different next year. Like, you know how they the Golden Globes like had Ricky Gervais for a couple of years
that
and
was
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fantastic. But
But Hollywood has annexed him.
I
Yeah,
think
I
they
know.
did it really well. I think Ricky Gervais was great.
oh yeah, I
Except
do
the
too.
last year he did it, he was kind of
he didn't
soft.
give a shit. Yeah.
But like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler together were great.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon was fine this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
he was fine.
Agreed.
But I think Kimmel was a great host, and especially because I love his late night show.
Oh, Kimmel's great,
He's
yeah.
he's a great late night host,
He's like
and,
overlooked
and he did it. Yeah, but
because he's been doing it the longest.
I agree. Yeah.
But he did it his way. You know, it wasn't super flashy. There was not really any really opening skit. Like it started off with Justin Timberlake singing I just got this feeling, or I can't stop this feeling, whatever it is,
Yeah, his song,
which
yeah.
was nominated for an Oscar. And he didn't have like the flashiness of
No,
like
not at all.
Oscars past or anybody else come on stage. The real bit for his monologue was him getting Justin Timberlake tossing him a mic and Jimmy missing it. But his I thought his monologue was really good. It was like it was under 10 minutes, which is good. You know, wanted to get the show rolling, but it was strong. Some great jabs, not just, obviously at Trump, at the rest of the world, but he also threw a lot of jabs, even throughout the show, at Mel Gibson, which I thought was hilarious.
Which is always
he
good.
took it pretty well.
And Mel
He took it
Gibson
really well.
took it great.
Dude, Mel Gibson's girlfriend is 26 and he is 61 years old.
Yeah.
That's like
Go for that guy, man.
Dude, fucking
Weird.
amazing.
I mean, that one Scientology when he jabbed him with that. I mean, that was just like fantastic. But it wasn't like over the line, but it was
Right.
still, pretty.
Yeah, and you know what?
Great.
Good for Mel for, taking it in stride and like
No,
going along with it.
completely.
And he's in a good place now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, he's making money.
Right. And then another thing that Kimmel did throughout the night that is still one of my favorite bits in any comedy capacity that has been going on for 13 years is his feud with Matt Damon.
Oh, phenomenal.
Amazing.
It is the best like late night bit there is, and it just keeps getting better and better. And the fact that he brought it to the Oscars
Oh,
was
so
fantastic.
The one jab he had where he mentions the Great Wall being an $80 million loss. Just like
Great. That was so good.
It's like he gave it up for a ponytail movie. Yeah, and the $80 million loss.
and then the whole we bought a zoo part, which is
Oh
phenomenal.
my god, yeah, where he's like ripping on it. Was
I
great.
think what put the icing on the cake is when he actually announced like an award. And
Oh,
they-
yeah, he
they
goes-
The
dubbed
orchestra
music
was
It was like,
playing.
over him
Yeah, he's like now coming to the stage, Ben Affleck and guest.
and guess. Yeah, that was
And then
fantastic.
Ben was talking, he was great, and then when Matt started talking, the orchestra was trying to play him off.
Yeah, it was great. That feud is just so funny. And Matt really he plays it like a champ. He really
Yeah.
does, which is
I mean,
phenomenal.
If you are unaware of this, look up I'm fucking Matt Damon, I'm fucking Bad Adam Flack. That's good. The couples counseling that they went to was great.
that was good, yeah.
There's one where they showed Jimmy auditioning for all of Matt's roles over the last like 20 years.
Well,
Yeah,
and
I've
also
seen
too,
that.
when it first starts off, was like on the show, it was like, we didn't have enough time for Matt Damon, like for like a
Yeah,
year.
he was supposed to
kept
be the
saying-
last Yes, and then they kept bumping him.
And then finally, when Matt Damon comes on, it's like they end the show, and he's freaks out. He's like, "Come on, Jimmy!" Like that's where it all started.
And there was one episode where Matt Damon took over the show. He tied up Jimmy and took over the show, replaced Guillermo and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was actually watching a video of Guillermo is Jimmy's sidekick, amazing sidekick,
Hype, man.
funny looking dude, just really funny. He was on the red carpet, and every year he goes to the red carpet, he always goes, "Oh, you guys." Whenever he talks to like a movie star, he goes, "Oh, do you want some Mexican champagne?" And it's always tequila. And he tricks him out. And then he saw Guillermo's trying to wave down Andrew Garfield, and Matt Damon comes over and he goes, "Get out of here. Get out of here. I want to talk to a real movie star, not you." And then it shows Matt Damon's name, and then it says horrible actor underneath in his description. He's trying to shoo him away to get Andrew Garfield.
That's great.
So I'm glad that he incorporated him into the bits too. But yeah, I love the feud.
Yeah. Overall, it was just a good show.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Honestly, there was it didn't bother me at all because I think they were tastefully done. But he was making fun of Meryl Streep being mediocre actress. You know, the whole thing with Donald Trump was saying after the Golden Globes. Worked that out well. A lot of the political statements were not over the top. We're not shoving it down your throat.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it.
You know, they said what they needed to say. They didn't drag it out. Said some important stuff that they felt was important, and that was it. It was not a huge controversy led out of it, and I think that was smart.
I really like the bit with the people that didn't know they were going to the Oscars.
Oh, the people on the Star Tours.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that was
then
phenomenal.
I fucking laughed my ass off
A
when
lot
this
of
happened.
people on Twitter and Facebook were like, "Oh, that went on too long." I was like, "No, it was great."
It needed to be that.
It was
yeah.
good, and the best was when what was the guy's name with the camera?
Gary.
Gary.
yeah.
Yeah, Gary
He's
was
gonna
like,
be on the show next week, guys. We got in touch with his people.
Yeah. Gary was like, Jimmy goes, "You're saying you're ignoring all the white actors." He's like, "You goddamn," or he says, "You're damn right, I am," because he's saying hi to like
I didn't
Denzel
catch that,
dude.
no.
Yeah, and like Jimmy was like, "Oh," like,
Yeah.
dude, it was so funny.
Yeah, that part was totally great.
And then all the memes that have come out of Ryan Gosling like
to
giving
the wife.
Gary's fiance a kiss on the cheek now is just like all like memes of him whispering something into her ear is great.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen a Hell Hydra one yet.
I think I might have, but whatever. Yeah, I mean the whole show went smooth up until the end.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the in memoriam section there's a big mistake. The name of the woman who died was actually died, but they use a picture of somebody else who is still alive.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until afterwards.
Yeah.
Because,
Hollywood
a
takes
lot of
care
the
of its
people,
people.
it's behind the scenes people, so you don't really know
Well,
unless
yeah,
you're like
of
really
course.
into like. But like, it just like that woman must have been like, "What the fuck is
Well,
going
she,
on?"
tw- she tweeted. I'm pretty sure I saw it in a retweet, and like Twitter's so hard to fucking find tweets now. It was like, "Well, I'm very much alive" or something like that. It was like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like tweeted out, but yeah, that was funny. That it was like it was a wrong picture afterwards. It kind of reminded me of like an old joke from the SNL 40th.
Yep.
Yeah, with John Lovitz, and they kept saying he was dead, and he was fucking like
He was sitting there in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I mean that. Should we talk about the big mess up of the night, or should we save that for a little bit later?
I think you want to save for best picture, or you want to
You want to save it for when we get to that
Let's
topic?
save it for best
I think
picture.
we'll save it. Yeah.
Before we get started into recapping the awards and stuff, we're gonna talk about who won, whether we agree or disagree with the pick, who should have won, if we do disagree, and why if we think that the person or movie was well deserved. Talk about that. Before we do that, let's talk about the honorary awards. Frederick Wiseman, who's a filmmaker, documentarian, theatrical director, got an honorary Oscar. So did Lynn Stallsmaster, who is an American casting director. Anne V. Coates, who is a British film director. And the legend himself, Jackie fucking Chan.
Jackie fucking Chan.
Finally got an Oscar.
He is one of my favorite Hollywood or just cinematic fucking
Icons.
icons. There we go. Yeah, he's.
Dude is a
I was thinking
workhorse.
director, actor, writer, or whatever.
everything.
Yeah, he does everything. He does his own. He's
Does,
his own
yeah.
stunt man.
He's also a singer.
Yeah,
he's
and
a lyricist.
He's
yeah.
he's a very good singer actually.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
He sung. I think he sung at like the Beijing Olympics or something like that. And
really?
yeah, if you can look it up on YouTube, he goes, "We are ready."
Oh, I did see that
Yeah.
video a while ago.
yeah.
The guy is a workhorse. He's a hard worker. Nobody's broken more bones
I
doing his own stunts.
I mean,
I'm
he's so
pretty
old or
sure
something, yeah.
he's broken every bone but like 3 or something like
yeah,
that.
he's got amazing talent. He's a you
I've
can
seen-
always expect a great performance out
I've
of him.
seen a lot of his
Even in the
movies.
worst movie, he's still excellent in it.
Yeah, like the
And,
Karate
like, you
Kid.
appreciate it. And he always, like, anytime he's on TV or something, he always seems so happy. And like when he was walking the red carpet, he was carrying around 2 stuffed animals, or
Yeah.
something like that. And like, I mean, he has had a big impact on martial arts films, and then in Chinese culture, and then helping bring Chinese culture over here, and the type of Chinese filmography and stuff over here.
His presence in like American cinema is it's second to none when it comes to like any type of foreign actor or anything like that. Like, yeah, there's a lot of British actors and a lot of foreign actors that come over to American movies, but then like you really got to get like there's a lot of significance to movies like Super Cop and Rumble in the Bronx because nobody really saw action movies like that before. Like there was no like witty puns like like in X-Men 3 and Magneto where he's like it's like where he has the bridge and he says something stupid like oh the bridges are connected. It's something fucking dumb. Like I can't even think of it.
That's
Like,
not worse than when in X1 when Storm goes to Toad. You know what happens to Toad when he gets struck by lightning?
fuck that line.
Same thing as everything else.
Yeah, that's a bad line.
horrible.
It's a horrible line. But that's still a great movie. But it's a terrible line. Like the movie like no one saw like action like that where he just constantly goes. That's a very Asian thing to do. And then like yeah, there's movies like Enter the Dragon and Big Boss and that where people were like blown away by, but like Jackie Chan just kept going and going. How many of you ever seen Rumble in the Bronx?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I've seen it once a long time ago.
It's amazing, but I'm telling you, Jackie Chan's best movie, and I say this to this day, is Police
Rush Hour
Sto-
3.
I don't like that. I don't mind that movie.
It's
but-
okay.
Yeah,
The
it's-
first 2 are great though.
Yeah, Rush Hour 2 is amazing. Is Police Story 3 Super Cop. It's his best movie. It's amazing. It's got a great theme to it. The action's packed. There's action-packed scenes in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene where he's hanging from a helicopter. He's actually hanging from a helicopter above
Yeah, he did his own
skyscrapers.
stunts.
And it
Gave no
fucking
fucks.
shows, man. It's so expertly done. Some of the dubbing is a little bad. You should watch it subtitle,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you don't feel like reading and you're drunk or something like
I
that,
mean, yeah, the guy deserves an Oscar. He's done so much for
I salute
China,
you, Jackie
for-
Chan.
I love you, Jackie
for
Chan.
just film over here too. I wish he gave a speech. Honestly, like he didn't get the chance to give a
I
speech.
wish they gave him a mic or something,
Yeah,
just to kind of
yeah.
say thank you. But he looked so appreciative.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
of
would have
course.
understood him anyway? I mean,
His accent, it's gotten way better than from when he first started, man.
I'm
Don't
so-
be
I'm
don't be like
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry.
Why you gotta be like that,
dude,
man?
Dude, relax. I would have a drink with the guy.
Yeah.
no, yeah, he speaks English very well. I mean,
He's fine.
I mean,
Christ.
what's in Rush Hour 2 where he's like, "Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?" And Chris Tucker, no one understands motherfucking words that are coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, dude.
You're Chris Tucker.
You're right.
In The Fifth Element.
Yeah. Good movie though. All right, so let's. You want to start off?
We'll start off.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
go
dive
from
in.
the technical side of it, and then we'll work our way up to the big awards. I won't spend too much time on the smaller stuff, but still give a little bit of opinion on it. So special guests, Cass, I'll let you pick which one of the 2 you want to start with.
But pick the right one.
The right one. Well, I'm gonna go with best visual effects first. The Jungle Book won that one, and I mean, it was deserved. I liked it a lot, but I would have really loved to see Rogue One win because
you picked Rogue One?
I picked Rogue One to win that one just because, I mean, that last half hour is just, I mean, magical.
Yeah, that's true. I knew Jungle Book was going to win. I think
Yeah,
that
I agree.
I would have loved for Rogue One. Anything Star Wars should be. I love, but I mean, you can't deny that. Like Jungle Book, the entire fucking movie was CGI except for Mowgli.
Oh, easily.
And
yeah.
it was like the best CGI I've ever seen done.
It was very,
Yeah.
very good.
I knew that was gonna win. Again, I would like to have seen Star Wars one just
of course.
because
It's Star Wars.
It's Star
Yeah.
Wars.
But also, Kumbo and the Two Strings.
Oh, dude, love that movie.
Absolutely loved it. And I'm
I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, I'm a
It's really
sucker
good.
Yeah,
for
same.
clay animation.
Me too.
and
Me too.
Absolute sucker for it. and
Stop motion.
Stop motion.
Yeah.
Well,
Motion.
it's
Is
stop
it-
motion, clay motion.
is it-
claymation? It's different things.
Yeah.
But this is
Tomato,
a little bit
tomato.
of both. And there's
Yeah.
there's some CGI in it actually.
No, there is. Yeah,
But yeah, that was
I absolutely loved it.
I love that movie, dude.
it.
It was great. It was made by the same studio who made I think it's Leica Studios. They did Coraline, they
Yep,
did
Coraline.
Paranorman, and
Dude, Paranorman is a great movie.
love
Oh,
Paranorman.
so underrated.
That was nominated for best animated film too.
Should have won.
Didn't win, but
So
I
yeah,
know.
I think the one that I was surprised. I mean, Doctor Strange would have been awesome for it to win.
Yeah, but
the visuals in Doctor
Would've been
Strange
cool,
were
yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
unlike
really.
anything I've ever seen in a comic book movie.
But still, like, and I agree. Like, I agree with everything you guys are saying. But the Jungle Book is.
there was no doubt that the Jungle Book
Yeah.
was the most deserving because it literally created a living world.
I'm pretty sure they invented things for the movie.
Oh, yeah,
I
they
wouldn't be
had to.
surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But you know,
doubt it.
I'm just saying, like Doctor Strange could have won. The one I was kind of surprised was in this was Deepwater Horizon, which was about the oil spill disaster that
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg was in. I was kind of surprised that was
Marky
nominated in
Mark.
this.
I mean,
And the Funky Bunch.
just to put
Come on,
my
come
own
on.
2 cents in here, I knew that Jungle Book would win by a landslide. It's a Disney movie, it's a classic movie, and Jon Favreau is like an amazing director, and I just
Yeah,
feel like
very, very true.
that movie was, I love that movie. I
Very, very
watched
good.
it like I think I've seen the live action one like 3 or 4 times since it's come out.
Oh, it's
Like
fantastic.
It's on
I
Netflix now,
saw it
right?
in the movie
Yeah, it
theater.
just came out on
Yeah, it's
Netflix,
on
yeah.
I'm gonna
Netflix.
have to
That's
watch
where
it
I've seen
again.
it like 3 or 4 times. It's fantastic. I love that. That's one of my favorite Disney movies. One of the many.
So I mean, he's doing Jungle Book 2 and Lion King back to back, so that's gonna be
I'm
pretty
cool with
awesome.
that.
Wow, that's gonna be great.
I'm cool with
I'm very excited for Lion King because that's I think that's the best Disney movie. But
But
It's
for
gonna be
sure,
interesting to see.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Jungle Book, and best visual effects for sure.
Yes, thank you.
Honestly,
So next one, Connor's favorite movie, best makeup in
We're
hair.
gonna go
over?
with best film editing. We're
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
go,
just
like
bottom
this.
ones. Okay.
J Bob, you want to take that
yeah,
one?
best film editing.
God damn it.
I'm happy, very happy, that the movie that was nominated and won, it was Hacksaw Ridge. I think that as a whole, I've seen that movie. I loved it. And
I saw Ridge was great.
Yeah, it really was.
it was a great movie.
It's a Mel Gibson movie.
It's a Mel Gibson movie. Yo, Mel Gibson, good job. dude.
It's
Like,
violent
for
as
real.
hell.
And
Boy,
that's
is
where,
that bloody and
I
violent.
guess, where the film editing comes into play. I thought
those battle scenes were phenomenal.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like that, I felt like I was there. you
Like
know
it's
what I
one of the
mean? It was
best war
so
movies to come out in
brutal.
like the last 20 years. in
Yeah,
my
they
opinion.
said the best movie, in their marketing, like when it comes to like selling the movie, best movie since war movie since Saving Private Ryan, which I could say.
I
it's a
don't disagree with
possibility.
that. I'm telling you,
For
man.
sure, yeah.
I never saw a movie so violent but so inspiring at the same time.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm like low key not gonna. I like almost cried at the end because I felt like the the connection that they had with this dude, you know,
Right.
in the movie, you know.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not gonna like spoil anything because I know people want to see it, but like honestly, it was
It was
awesome.
great. No, it was really great.
awesome.
Those battle scenes, I mean, those had to be a bitch to edit, and they did it like flawlessly.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to be the black sheep in this film and say it was a one and done for me. I've seen it once. I don't think I need to see it again.
Cool.
Really?
You know, like
Yeah, it's not that I didn't like it. I think it was very well deserved, and I'm super stoked that Mel Gibson's back in the field. It's just you know what? It's nitpicking for me with that movie. Like Andrew Garfield's, his accent just annoyed the shit out of me. And you know, as much as I hate to typecast Vince Vaughn, it's just I have to.
See, I thought he was like,
I thought he was fine too.
I
He was
liked him.
fine,
I
yeah.
liked him, but it just there was some like hard ass moments that I thought that could have been
You just-
portrayed way better by someone else.
you
But
just
I
couldn't
don't-
set aside his
Yo,
goofiness.
but like
Completely.
when
get
you're
it,
in
like-
war, man, any average Joe has to become a
Yeah.
hard
I
ass.
agree,
But
but like
see, I think the best parts of the movie were the battle scenes and when
No, I
Andrew Garfield's
completely
character
agree.
is going into it,
Yeah.
not like anything before or after,
no, I completely agree.
but like when he's in there in the mix of it and everything's going on, I think were the best parts
See,
of the movie.
nothing really bothered me like before the battle scenes. The only problem I kind of have with the movie, and I don't think it's like, I don't know whether it's like Hollywood or it's just to progress the story farther, but like I think it's just more of like common sense is like how he's like literally like throwing himself in jail, and like his fiance portrayed by Teresa Palmer, Babe, is like, I'm with you no matter what. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, like this guy lucked out with the hottest, most dedicated girl I ever seen in my entire
Connor
life.
fell in love in this movie.
Yeah, and I was just like, what girl would do, like, what person would do this? But then, like, I'm like, you know what? Like, maybe she really did in real life. I don't know the story,
Yeah.
but like, well, I mean,
Listen,
I know enough.
You do
for
crazy
the
things
movie.
for love.
Yeah, I guess so. And I was just kind of like, what person would really do that?
Yeah, I mean, it was good, and I think it was well deserving. But
That's a nitpick.
it was just a nitpick, and it's just one of the, it's, you know, as far as we go down the line and discuss more of the movies. Yeah, I mean, I saw it once. I'm happy with it, and that's how I'll leave it there. So,
All right, I kind of disagree. I would throw it in my top 5 of the year.
oh wow, okay, moving on.
Yeah,
You want to go?
I'm gonna handle costume design because I want you to do makeup and hairstyling. All right, so best costume design, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them won. I honestly I didn't see the movie, but it being in a Harry Potter world in the early 1900s or whatever, I see it. I didn't pick it. I picked Jackie. I didn't see that one either, but you know that was a front runner
Terrible.
leading into
I
it, so
hated
that's
it.
why I picked it. Really?
Yeah, I did not like Jackie. Her accent. I mean, I know I sound like a broken wheel right now, but she sounded nothing like Jackie Kennedy. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, see, from what
And
I
it just annoyed the hell out of
What
me.
I read was that she watched a lot of interviews, and that's like
Yeah.
what she folded out. I mean,
I mean, it's her own kind of
Yeah.
like mirror image of the character, but Jackie just annoyed the hell out of me. And a lot I read up on it was, I mean, there's a couple of a historical kind of little like nitpicks and stuff like that. So I don't know, but it was okay. But I think in that field, I think Florence Foster Jenkins should have taken that, definitely, because that movie is set in like coming age New York City. I forget. I think it's like in the I want to say like turn of the century, like 1800, like the 1900s, like right before like the stock market crash and everything. And I mean, everything is just so beautiful in that film, and the costumes were great. But you know what? It's the first Harry Potter movie to take it, and I know people are really going to enjoy that. And I did enjoy it. I think Fantastic is going to be a series that I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah.
But then again, I was never a huge Harry Potter fan. But
I don't really care for Harry Potter very much. I mean, it's not bad. I understand why people
Love
love
me
it.
some
oh
Harry
no,
Potter.
of course.
Yeah, I know you're super into Harry Potter. My brother's read
Yeah,
all the
I like
books,
it
seen
a
all the
lot.
movies.
I could understand why it won. I mean, because it's unique. and
No, it's
different.
very unique.
And
And
it
yeah,
stands
because it
out.
incorporated a time period costume
pers-
set plus
yeah.
a magical,
I
fantastic.
didn't
Yeah,
even
definitely.
select that. I picked La La Land because I thought, but at the same time, when you really think about it,
There was
wasn't really
nothing special about La La
spectacular. Yeah.
Land.
So I
Not that
I,
it was bad or anything, but it wasn't like something like
when it
Fantastic
comes to
Beasts or
costume
anything.
design.
Yeah.
'cause
It was just like
movie in
the
itself was
timing of the
amazing.
colors in the shot worked out very well, and like Ryan Gosling's clothing throughout, like was really heavily influenced by his love of jazz. I mean,
Mhm.
Connor, please take the next one.
All right, so best makeup and hairstyling. Star Trek Beyond. It was a great movie.
Should have won.
Should have won. It should have fucking won.
But
How
it
the fuck
should've won.
did Suicide Squad win?
Yeah, Suicide
Like,
Squad, which was a horrible movie. Connor loves the shit out of it
No,
for some
no,
reason.
shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go on a fucking rant here. That movie fucking sucks. You know what they did for the fucking costume design? They got really fucking high off Quaaludes and shot at Hot Topic. That's what they fucking did. And they're like,
agree.
here you go, here you fucking go.
Wait, put damage on his forehead.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
What
And
the?
ha ha ha's all over his body.
Yeah.
That's dude. Just for damage alone, they should have won. I don't know what you're talking about.
And like, listen, like if you really like that movie and you want to dress it up in cosplay and stuff like that, like like
Yeah.
what you like. I'm all about that. But you know what? You're fucking wrong for liking that movie because that movie sucks so goddamn bad, and the costume design is not even that good. People are like, "Oh, Killer Croc looks okay." No,
No,
you know
his
what it is?
head looks
His
okay.
head looks good.
That's
His
it.
fucking body is not proportioned. Imagine like putting like my fucking head on Nick Snyder's body. It just would look
Not
so.
gonna happen,
I
yeah.
would put that beast down.
Yeah,
Take it out back.
yeah.
But-
It's so fucking annoying.
No, because I didn't see Star Trek Beyond, but I've seen pictures of all the aliens from it. I watched
Yeah.
the behind the scenes of them making everything. Looked awesome, and a lot of it was so practical and like really well done.
Star Trek
and it was
Beyond
like,
was great.
and it was like a large amount of the characters were designed like that, not throwing paint at somebody's face and whatever.
I voted for Suicide Squad.
You got that right. All right, well you got it right.
I
Did you
did.
vote for it because you think it should have won, or because you expected it to win?
Well, because I saw what it was up against. I mean, yeah, Star Trek Beyond could have won for sure, but I just think because of the all-star cast in Suicide Squad, and by meaning all-star cast, I'm not saying the talent, but like the amount of
Smash Mouth was in it?
well-known, the amount of well-known, the amount of well-known actors and actresses that were in it. I just understand why it might have.
Yeah,
won.
I think it was just a lot of big swinging dicks, and they just,
Yeah, I still
people.
Didn't say I liked the movie.
Listen, it made a lot of money, so Warner Brothers was able to spend it. If
It's
you're
very true.
picking up what I'm putting down,
Yeah, it's just
But
like
A lot
it's
of
just-
greasy palms.
like Star Trek. That's a huge snub right there because like Star Trek Beyond should have won. Like it was.
Agree.
And listen, I thought Rogue. Like I'm a much bigger Star Wars fan than I am Star Trek, but I really appreciate Star Trek, and I love some of the movies, and some episodes of the original series are fantastic.
Nah, man,
and
fuck Star Trek.
all right, we're not turning into one of those Star Trek versus
I'm sorry.
Star
no,
Wars debates.
absolutely not, absolutely not.
Justin.
But I will
I'm
say,
not.
like Star Trek Beyond, I thought like out of makeup, hairstyling, and you know like, all that jazz was better than Rogue One, and even though I think Rogue One's a better movie, it's just that movie clearly had way more put into it than Suicide Squad, and it was much better. It was done much better. Like when you look at Killer Croc, the disproportion is so easy to see on screen. On
His
screen,
head was the only good thing.
and then just
Well,
throwing
things
makeup on Margot Robbie for Halloween
tattoos.
and then the Joker. It just like what was really done. Like what was really done with that movie? Like Temptress, like who sucked. Like worse. Enchantress. I mean,
well,
I'm sorry.
That was full CGI too. So
Well,
that doesn't even count.
That doesn't even count. That movie
Shouldn't count, but-
sucks. That movie sucks so
but,
goddamn
like,
bad.
it's
It's shut the fuck up because that movie fucking sucks. It fucking sucks so fucking much. And
Alright.
why didn't Star Trek Beyond get that fucking award?
I don't know, man.
Let's-
Because
it's
Margot
just-
Robbie's hot and you're not.
it's crazy that a movie rated that poorly, so derided, and with not even as bad division, like more acceptably of it being horrible, in the DCEU won an Oscar, and it's crazy that isn't now an Oscar-winning film.
Yeah, it's insane. If they print new copies on Suicide Squad,
They're
it
gonna
says
put it-
I will buy
they're
it because
gonna
that's
cover the box art
hilarious.
with it.
That's so funny.
No,
Gift
don't-
wrap it,
but-
send it to Connor.
But
That's a Christmas
like,
present.
a lot of the hardcore shitty DC type fanboy types are like holding this like, oh, see, this is how the DCU is better than the MCU because Suicide Squad got an Oscar and the MCU hasn't won one, and like, so doesn't mean it's a fucking good movie.
No, it's not at all.
But-
The argument,
And like
It's invalid. It's just stupid people just
yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with being. It's the crappy type of DC fanboy.
yes,
But there's crappy types of MCU fanboys too. It's
Absolutely.
just it's crazy that a movie like that is an Oscar-winning film now.
Fuck that movie, dude. That movie sucks so bad.
we got a lot of ground cover. So what's
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we gotta
we
keep
got
moving. Sorry.
Best cinematography.
La La Land.
Yeah, La La Land was
La
the
La
winner.
Land won.
Congrats. Deserved.
I
I think.
agree. It's really cool, but I gotta say, man, I think they were up against a lot of juggernauts. Lion was absolutely beautiful. Its shots were so vast. I mean, did anyone see Lion here?
No, sorry.
Okay, so Lion is about this little boy who gets lost on a train waiting for his brother to come back to work, and the train takes him 1,000 miles throughout India, and he doesn't know where he is. So the good first hour of the movie is just this boy wandering around from town to town in India, and I mean, it is like India's fucking scary, man. I gotta tell you. And these shots were just gorgeous of these train stations and these wide ass rivers, and I mean, it was just beautiful. And then he goes to Australia because he gets adopted. I mean, these beach shots and everything, they were fantastic. And then also against the juggernaut Moonlight, which had some of easily my favorite camera work and textures that I've seen in a
Moonlight
long
was
time.
excellently shot. I mean, all of those in that category. Arrival was beautiful.
I mean, oh yeah, and then again,
Silence. I think the cinematography, aside from Andrew Garfield's performance, were the two best. Was the other best part of
easily.
Silence.
I mean, Arrival, those huge, vast rolling hills. I
Mhm.
mean, the spaceships, and even that scene. Like the biggest boner I've had last year is when they jumped up and the gravity shifted.
Right,
I
yeah.
mean, that was
awesome.
That's what sold it for me for that
Yeah,
movie.
that was cool.
Yeah, but I mean, La La Land had a lot of great shots. You know, I mean, just the opening number alone,
the opening
the one
number was
take
great.
on the
Yeah, it was-
expressway. There was a lot of interesting techniques used in it.
and the planetarium.
The
that was a great
planetarium,
shot.
yeah.
I mean,
So I could see La La
It's a
Land.
different
I
kind of
agree.
movie, man. That's
Yeah, I
why I
mean,
won.
It was,
honestly.
I
you know,
agree. Yeah.
I made a tweet about this, but I think the best cinematography award category has been really stacked lately. Like
Sure.
any of them could have won, but La
I
La Land
agree.
won.
Totally.
Best production design, Justin.
La La Land. Yeah, again, man, they did fairly well, but like honestly, like I said, it's a unique movie. It was different the way that it was, everything that just the environment in which it was placed. You saw the. I mean, you can see the hard work and all that good stuff that went behind the movie. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see that. And then again, it's another movie where I think it was, I mean, for the most part, I saw most of the movies that were also nominated, but like it was against a decent amount of good movies that could have
easily.
easily taken the award
Yeah.
as well. But again, like I said, La La Land, one of those movies that just different. And I think that's why it did so well in the box
Yeah.
office and so on and so forth, honestly.
All right, for sound.
Yeah.
Are we?
For sound mixing, winner was Hacksaw Ridge. I actually, they were my prediction for best sound editing,
Mm-hmm.
but I can completely understand why they won in this.
they
Yeah, I
did
mean
good.
those battles were just
Those battles were
so
excellent.
loud
Like
and
they
so
were,
great.
they were almost like flawless, especially in the sound. You know, it was great.
One thing that Hacksaw Ridge did masterfully is I can't stand when I'm watching a movie and, like, you know when you have to turn up the volume to hear them talk and then turn it down for the action scenes?
Yeah, it's horribly annoying.
I didn't have to do that at all. At all. And, like, that's a testament
There's a
to-
great balance.
Yeah, there's a great balance, and that's a testament to the sound mixing. Like, I can hear Andrew Garfield's character, talk to Vince Vaughn or the other characters, and like while there's like gunshots going off, and like I don't have to adjust the volume to my television. I'm sure it was a much better experience in the theater when it comes to the sound. Unfortunately, I did not see it in the theater. I saw it on my TV, but it was just like I can tell where everything was happening. With
Yeah,
the sound.
it was huge
Right.
in the theater.
Yeah.
Seeing it, it was just so big and just everything just was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very powerful in the theaters. It was great.
All right, and for sound editing,
So best sound editing, Arrival. I'm happy that it won.
yeah, I mean,
glad it
I'm
got an
glad that
Oscar.
it
Yeah.
won something. That was a little bit of surprise for me. I didn't expect it to win, even though it's more than deserving of it. I'm glad it got.
I didn't make a
They
list. I don't really make lists.
I thought Hacksaw Ridge was going to take it again.
Yeah, that's
too.
what I. But
You know.
I thought that Hacksaw Ridge.
But I'm
would have
happy
it.
Rye will take it because I mean the aliens. I mean that.
Cool.
If you just just to focus on that whole movie itself and to try to create, a sound of these beings. I mean, it was just phenomenal. I just loved it.
There was so much great about that.
I'm just glad it was taking home some things because I mean Amy Adams was snuffed
Oh,
so
so bad,
terribly.
dude.
Such a babe.
Yeah.
She is,
a
man.
babe, no
She's a
doubt.
babe.
But she's an incredible actress.
Yeah, she got
is.
snubbed, man.
I
She
don't
got
put it
snubbed
past
hard.
her. She's a good actress.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean one day she's gonna take it. I know it.
She will.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Agreed.
Cass, you want to tackle best original song?
Yes. So best original song went to "City of Stars," which honestly has been in my head since I saw La La Land.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the soundtrack. I've listened to it
Me too.
Right.
multiple
Yeah, dude, it's
times.
On
great.
Spotify,
I
it's
honestly,
fantastic.
so good.
I this was one of the ones that I knew was gonna win.
Easily.
Like,
yeah, landslide.
No offense to the others. How Far I'll Go from Moana, great.
Yeah, man, Lin-Manuel, he's great.
Didn't listen to The Empty Chair. I like Can't Stop the Feeling. It's a fun song.
Mm-hmm.
Audition the Fools Who Dream, also a great song. But City of Stars was
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
big song.
I mean,
of the
it's
movie.
just that song just concretes the whole movie. I mean, it's
For sure.
played in so many different variations
Yep.
with different small lyric changes throughout the film. And I mean, it's so
Yeah.
friggin' catchy.
Right.
Dude, it's catchy. It like you said, it puts the meaning behind the whole film. It has if you actually read the lyrics, like if you're like me, like I like reading lyrics and
Yeah.
seeing what it's all about, and they're
Well, so you're
really
reading
good.
poetry at that point.
Yeah, basically.
easily, yeah.
Basically,
And I really like John Legend
dude
doing the
his
editing
rendition
of singing
yeah.
City of Stars into Audition the Fools Who Dream. I
Cool,
thought
right?
that was
I
well
heard
done,
that
man.
on
That was
Spotify the other
super
day too.
cool.
Yeah,
Awesome,
that was great.
dude. like honestly, you knew La La Land was gonna get it. It had 2 nominations in the same category, which was awesome. I hate to go against my boy JT with Can't Stop, because that is a really cool song. It's a fun song.
Oh,
but
You
easily.
bumped that nonstop anytime you were in the
dude,
car.
I
for
love
like,
that song.
a
Dude,
good
it's one of
song.
my favorite
No, it's a really
songs.
good song.
It's a
I mean,
great
I like it a
song.
lot.
It's
I-
just,
and
can't-
shout out to him for getting a nominee, like for sure.
It's
like,
a song
he's-
that everyone can enjoy.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
great
fun
party
song.
jam for real. But congrats again to La La Land. I love that song.
Speaking of which, J-Bob, best original score.
La
is
La
to you.
Land.
La
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 Land. I
Land.
think that this was not a surprise.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
a surprise at all.
And honestly, sorry.
No, the one thing that I was surprised about, I mean, I knew La La Land's score was amazing, and it had to be because it's a musical.
Yeah, of course.
One thing that Moonlight's score was excellent too. One thing that surprised me was that Arrival was snubbed in this category. Whether I still wouldn't have won over La La Land because La La Land was going to take this an original song no matter what, but that was snubbed for fucking the score of Passengers, which apparently is a horrible movie.
I have no clue how that movie snuck into the Academy Awards.
I don't want to see that movie.
Oh,
It was in two different. It was in production design too.
I
but
don't
listen. I mean, if Suicide Squad can get in,
Yeah,
I guess anything can get in at this point.
Real quick, I just wanted to throw out about with the original score. Like, shout out to Justin Hurwitz, who was basically responsible for the original score. I mean, he worked with the director of
Damien
Damien Chazelle on Whiplash too. You could tell they
Yeah,
obviously have
they
good
met in
rapport.
Harvard and have been working together
I
since.
actually enjoyed. If you've seen Whiplash, like the music in that is fantastic.
Oh, Whiplash is
too.
awesome.
Whiplash
It's
is so good.
fantastic.
Everything about that
And
movie's great.
I was just reading about this guy Hurwitz, and he's also a writer too, a television writer, and he's responsible for writing parts of The League from 2011 to 2015, which is
That's pretty great.
the later seasons of The League, but still a funny show. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I mean, Connor, you want to add anything?
I don't really have anything else to add at that point. I mean,
Yes.
everything was said.
So best
Animated short film went to Piper.
Cool.
Pixar movie. Honestly, I loved Piper.
Easily.
It was
played
good.
Before Finding Dory.
Love that movie.
It was. It looked excellent. Looked beautiful. The story's nice and adorable.
I will say though, if anyone gets the time, please watch Borrowed Time.
Borrowed Time was excellent,
show made
and
me cry.
I loved Piper, but I think Borrowed Time was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think
I
it
liked
should have
it.
won over Piper. I know I can obviously see why Piper won, but Borrowed Time was some intense shit.
I didn't
dude.
see Borrowed Time, but I mean, when it comes to Disney animated shorts, they're always wonderful.
Yeah,
They
but this
always
was
are.
different. This thing
No,
was
yeah,
different
it
from
was-
that,
Oh,
like
Borrowed
anything
Time
else.
had a great message.
Yeah.
So did Piper, though. When you really think about
no,
it, Piper
absolutely.
conquering
So
your
good.
fears and all
Yeah.
that good stuff. It was really cool.
I definitely
Good
recommend
message
seeing
for kids.
Borrowed Time. If it's not on YouTube, it's on Vimeo.
Yes.
I know it's on one of those two. Did anyone here see the best live action short film?
Nope.
I have
All right. Well, I'll just name it. Sing One. Haven't seen that. Anybody see the short subjects? Documentary short subject.
I did see the White Helmets that is on Netflix.
I'll have to check that
Please,
out.
please go.
Which
watch
one?
that.
Which was the winner? Yeah. That. I mean,
Yeah, it's only like 45 minutes,
Hmm.
and that shit will stay with you all day.
Yeah.
It is an incredibly impacting story. So yeah, go watch it. It's well deserving. Definitely.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
especially if it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Makes it easy. Connor, you want to do best documentary feature?
Yeah, so this is something I've actually been trying to make time to watch, but I haven't gotten to yet, but everyone tells me is absolutely fantastic. Best documentary feature goes to OJ, Made in America.
Yes, please watch
Excellent. It was
Didn't see
absolutely
it, but
excellent.
I hear good
Very
things.
You gotta
good.
you gotta set aside like a little over 7 hours.
it. Yeah.
Take it down. It's long.
It's very
like
long.
it's really fucking long, but it is
But
phenomenal.
the story is so
I love
vast.
the OJ Simpson show on FX with Cuba Gooding Jr.
American
Phenomenal.
Crime Story.
Yeah, American Crime Story, and that was great. So like, I was kind of like an OJ documentary. Like I already saw stuff about
Yeah.
OJ, but like from what you guys are saying and what
It's really
critics
great.
and all that.
I think you could watch on ESPN for free if you go to their 30 for 30 section because it was made by the ESPN 30 for 30, and all their documentaries are great, but this one was like they knocked it out of the park on this one.
All right, so moving on.
Yeah. Best foreign language film.
Unfortunately, I did not get to see.
I didn't get to see any of these.
Neither did I.
Unfortunately, no.
The Salesman won, and that was an Iranian film made by Asghar Farhadi, who, after because of a recent executive order that was since overturned. He was not allowed in the country, and he didn't know if he was going to be allowed for this, but he didn't attend out of protest, which I understand. Actually, all of the directors in the foreign language film category released a joint statement, like talking about how they felt about the discrimination that's going on both here and then really around the world against different religions, ethnicities, orientations, genders, all that stuff, which is actually a really great letter. But yeah, The Salesman I heard was great. I really don't watch foreign films.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things that, like, some nights I'll just kind of dive into, and if anything, more or less, I'm gonna watch like a horror foreign film,
Right. Or like a kaiju film.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because that you don't need to understand the language for it.
not at all.
You're watching it for the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
watching it.
in most of those kaiju movies, like there's no fucking plot, and if there is,
Right.
it's muddled
No,
as
not
shit.
at
But the reason like I haven't seen any of these foreign language films the last few years is because they're hard to find.
Exactly. I mean, I think that's just the hardest part is the
Because you,
distribution. It's
Distribution.
Distribution. It's,
yeah,
it's
because
just
like
so incredibly hard to
if you
find.
want to see it in a theater,
Distribution.
I think in New Jersey only one theater that was nowhere around here was showing, even one of these,
Yeah.
which is a bummer, because I would see them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think in the future the Academy should be more like on a streaming service.
Mhm.
Like, hey, these are the movies nominated. You should see these.
Well,
That would be a bad idea.
it's absolutely possible. Because Netflix is starting to buy more and more movies.
Well, of course.
Not only that, but Amazon
Amazon, huge.
was the first streaming service to ever be nominated for an
How
Oscar
cool is that?
because they produced Manchester by the Sea.
Yes.
But moving to Best Animated Feature Film,
Yes.
Mr.
which
Cass,
I was very
Cass
happy
Master
with.
Flex.
Zootopia took that home. Absolutely.
I think that
loved
was
it.
a front runner.
It was a
Yeah,
front
I'm a
runner.
fan.
I did
I
pick
love that
Zootopia.
movie.
I think
Yeah.
Zootopia was excellent.
It was a poignant movie.
It was very much so.
Saw Moana
I did too.
day before the
I
Oscars.
didn't, but I want to see it real
It was
bad.
It was
good.
really good.
It's really good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I liked it way better than Frozen.
Zootopia
Easily.
was cool. It had a cool
I liked
message.
Moana better too.
Yeah, easily.
Really, Frozen. I'm not gonna lie. Like I haven't seen Moana yet,
It's
I
way,
saw
better. It's way
Zootopia.
better than Frozen.
but
I think the music is.
are you one of those like Frozen haters?
No, not at all.
All right, because Frozen, like, I'm not gonna
No,
lie,
I liked it.
love that fucking movie.
No, it was good. I mean,
Still
Olaf
never
was
saw
an
it.
awesome side character. I loved him. Some of the songs were good, but nothing really stuck with me. I'd be honest with you. Like I wasn't
Not-
walking away.
Not by.
I saw that movie
the
twice.
Songs
in theaters.
were stuck in your head, but not by choice.
Not by choice, exactly. Like Moana, when I left, a lot of the songs I was
Yeah.
like humming along. Like the rock song was great.
Yes.
I don't want to ruin the cameo, but that
Yep.
one
Yep.
song is phenomenal. The lead song when she goes out to sea is absolutely phenomenal by
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel.
Speaking of which, how far I'll go. Excellent performance by the
Oh,
lead actress
definitely.
at the
Yes,
Oscars.
phenomenal.
She can sing live too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Zootopia, love Moana, but
Such a cool movie.
I wanted Kubo and the Two Strings to win
Yeah, a
because-
part of me wanted to win that too.
because I am a sucker for claymation, stop motion, all that stuff, and I thought the movie kicked a lot of ass.
Oh,
And it
easily.
was, for being like an animated movie that's kind of for kids, it was dark
extremely
because
dark.
it dealt with death, like
Mhm.
evil magic, the loss of
A lot of those
parents,
battles were like pretty intense.
where they were intense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were.
But
and frightening too.
oh yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
I gotta
dude.
watch this.
You
You
gotta
have
watch
to.
it. It's
It's
great.
so
I recommend
good.
everybody watches it.
Absolutely love it.
I'll watch it tonight.
Well, I remember Dalia was like before he was like, you gotta see it. Like right when it came out,
Yeah.
he told me, and I saw it right
Yeah,
away.
Yeah,
It was
and
fantastic.
when it came out on like digital HD, Blu-ray, DVD,
Yeah.
high school buddy Gabe Fuentes came in the Best Buy to buy it, and he just like wouldn't shut up about it. And I
It's
was like,
really
yeah.
Please
fucking
see it.
great.
It's
I
fantastic.
recommend everybody watch it. 100%. I was about to say something else, but I don't remember. Do you have anything?
Are we going? Are we still?
Well, I mean, any other comments about the best animated?
No, it was well deserved.
I think Zootopia. It definitely, just to finish off real quick. It was very relevant to the times. Just
Yeah.
going off. I mean, I said this before on the podcast, but the only problem I had with Zootopia is even though it was a fantastic movie, I think I'm not mad that it won Best Animated Feature. When it comes to Disney movies, I almost naturally expect original songs, and like a lot of people say that it wouldn't fit into this world that's supposed to represent our modern day.
It wouldn't.
But see, I don't believe
but that's
that.
your fault for having that expectation.
It's not
because it's something you want in every Disney film.
well, no, but here's the thing though. It's like I thought it was more of a cop out.
I agree with Pat. Definitely. 100%.
No, because you expected it because not
Yeah.
every Disney animated film has it.
It's a
just-
nitpick, but like I'm not knocking down the movie for it. But
No,
like,
no, I agree.
I like
It's your preference.
it's a
what-
preference
it's-
because like I love Disney songs. Like there's times where I'm in the car, I'm like I'm fucking listening to Disney songs. Zero to Hero by Hercules is a great fucking song, and
Then go see Moana.
yeah, I will see Moana,
go
but
go see Moana.
but like I just wish Zootopia had it. It's just it's just a wish.
I'm glad that.
Am I allowed to have that opinion,
Me
No.
too.
Justin?
You're
No.
allowed to have it. I don't
You're
agree
not.
with you, but again, like I
Well,
said,
fuck all you.
whatever.
All right, best adapted screenplay, Connor.
All right, best adapted screenplay, Moonlight won, and I tell you what, man, great fucking screenplay. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, it's so good.
Like you, I, as much as I loved Arrival and Fences, it was all Moonlight all the way. Moonlight has been building up extreme momentum. Like at the Independent Spirit Awards or whatever it's called,
Uh-huh.
they swept. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure won every major award, and this screenplay was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it is adapted because it was originally supposed to be a play, and then they released it as a book.
Shout out to Barry Jenkins for just sticking true to his dreams, though. Honestly, because
Yeah.
this is what he wanted to do,
Well,
and
and
like
Terrell Alvin McCraney, who co-wrote it, is the author of the book, and it was based on his life.
so. Hey, man,
And they did a fucking phenomenal job.
I can't agree. I can't agree more. Like,
I
it
have a
was-
lot. I have a lot to say about Moonlight, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit.
Yeah,
If
All
you
right.
haven't seen Moonlight by now,
Yeah.
see it.
fucking see it.
Just came out on
It's
Redbox today,
fantastic.
Yeah, it really is fantastic.
or stream it.
I'm gonna
'cause,
say
you
I'm
know,
gonna say what I have to say for
2017.
Best Picture because I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna momentum
That's perfectly
those a
fine.
bunch.
All right.
Cass, you want to do best original screenplay there, buddy?
Best original screenplay was Manchester by the Sea. Again, I have a lot to say about this movie. It's heart wrenching, soul
It
crushing.
is one of the most, if not the most depressing movie I've ever seen.
It's
in my
pretty
entire
gnarly,
life.
Yeah, it's super
But
gnarly.
it was so damn good.
But it's
Yeah.
it's script,
Excellent movie.
Its script is just beautiful. I mean
yeah.
that last speech, it was just
Oh, dude.
soul
Yeah,
crushing.
The,
I
the
don't-
scene with Michelle Williams,
Oh my god.
There was so much.
the police station.
The police station. I mean, how do you go into that? How do you write? How do you write something on a page that you're gonna have that foreshadow out? I mean, it's just it's,
Yeah.
Listen,
it's
if-
great
if-
great writing.
The
It
movie,
deserved to
like
win.
being
Easily.
people saying it's super depressing, has steered you away from this movie. You should still watch it.
Well, here's the thing though, and I will say this is that there's always throughout the movie, the silver line is a glimmer of hope. And like it does
Oh,
build.
easily. Yes,
and
builds a lot.
the moments that we talk about as far as being like super depressing or so heart wrenching it's because it's the progressive story and it's to realize what these characters have gone through, and you're also kind of unfolding like what
Yeah,
Casey Affleck is thinking.
It's necessary. It's not just thrown in there to
Right,
beat
yeah.
you down.
It's not like and to be fair, like there's a lot of movies that do that. Good, and there's a lot of good movies that do that.
Exactly.
That they throw in a moment to make you feel that way. Whereas Manchester by the Sea, it's earned, and then you feel satisfied. I felt, even though I felt really sad during the movie, I felt satisfied that I saw it.
Oh,
yeah, it
easily.
really adds to the characters,
Good
to
way
the
to put it.
story.
honestly.
Yeah.
Great movie.
And it was something that the more it sat with me, the more I just kept thinking about it and enjoying it more
Right.
and more
Agreed.
and more. Because after eating like a really good meal, and oh my god, I'm so stuffed, man, my stomach's gonna blow. But when I start thinking about it, how good it
Right.
was, it just
Yeah.
it sat so well with me.
yeah.
It was. It was.
And I
really
think
good.
La La Land was also a front runner for this. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
front runner
Yes.
for most of its awards. And La La Land's script was excellent. Its screenplay was
Agreed.
great. I really loved Hell or High Water.
Oh my god, yes.
Um,
We're gonna talk about that a bunch.
Yeah.
Didn't see The
movie.
Lobster.
Yeah.
Didn't see 20th Century Women. But
I
I heard
gotta-
that
I
was
gotta-
like really not that good.
I gotta say, I was rooting for the lobster. I mean,
because that I
love-
only
I
saw
love-
the trailer, but
yeah.
it seemed like a weird, like
it is
out
a
there
weird,
movie.
weird fucking movie. It's by
is that on Netflix?
Yorgos
it is-
I wish.
Lanthimos and I can't say the other dude's first name.
he's
Filippo.
He's this crazy director. I've seen. He has this movie called Dogtooth. If you want to fucking go on a trip, watch that goddamn movie. It's about these 3 kids who are trapped in a house by their parents, and their parents basically like run their lives on like how they should be living, but like they're all fucked up. Like they think like forks are spoons and shit, and like cats are like the devil and stuff, and all these kids are like competing for these like winnings and races, and
The fuck?
this director
Sounds
is
like
absolutely insane.
It's like a fucked up Hunger Games.
Oh, it's so fucking weird. But The Lobster, I mean, you want to watch even stranger movie? Watch The fucking Lobster.
All right.
It's
Yeah, I know the
it's
concept.
so
I've read
unbelievably
about it.
strange, but it's such a weird.
Sounds like our kind of movie.
It's such a weird love story, and its ending is so gratifying and so disappointing at the same time. It's fantastic. So a little piece of me was like, come on, The Lobster, you know what I mean? But, you know, I think in the big picture, A24, which was their production company, they took it home with Moonlight.
They've
So
been
I
killing
was
it
happy.
lately.
Absolutely killing it. I have so
I'm
much
glad
to
they're
say.
on the rise, man.
Oh my god, I have
Excellent
so
studio.
much to say about A24, but we need to.
They're kind of. I feel like they're kind of like the new Millennium's like
Miramax.
not Miramax. Well, Miramax, yes, Miramax and New Line Cinema.
Oh, easily, by far.
J Bob, you want to do best supporting actress over there?
Of course,
baby?
yeah.
We're getting the meat.
Yeah, this is this best supporting actress goes to probably the best supporting actress and a really great actress in Viola Davis in Fences.
Yes.
She is her. I mean, granted, I think she was fantastic. She is an amazing actress in basically everything she does, even Suicide Squad. Chill.
Nothing about that
Yeah.
movie's good.
Either way,
Love Viola
she
Davis,
she
man.
was good in that. Man, chill. But honestly, I didn't see. I saw Manchester by the Sea. I thought Michelle Williams definitely worth the nomination. I don't think
I mean,
she
just
got
for
enough
one
screen
scene
time.
alone.
Yeah,
Well, see,
I never saw Lion, so I don't know how often Nicole Kidman's in it.
I don't think Nicole Kidman's that good.
I'm not a
be
fan
honest.
of hers, but
I
in most
gotta
movies.
say, that movie.
I kind of agree. I think she's overrated.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that movie, she was very good in it, but her scenes don't even hold an ounce to any of these people.
and I like
Not at all.
yeah, and I didn't see Hidden Figures, and I saw Moonlight,
I
and
saw-
Naomi Harris was like she
Great.
did well, but
She-
again, not enough screen time.
She played for those who don't know, she plays the mother of Chiron.
Chiron,
She was excellent,
She was
especially
great.
especially towards the third chapter.
yeah.
She got even better.
Yeah.
agreed.
There's actually something crazy, a little fun fact about that. She filmed all her scenes within like, I think it was like 3 to 4 days,
That's
Really?
cool.
like everything in total.
Good for her.
Because
Yeah, they had a short
they
filming
had a
schedule.
very short, and so she said like the aging process and like getting into that character just
Yeah.
like took so much out of her. So
And you know what? The fruits of her labor were excellent.
oh, easily, but Viola Davis, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
so well deserved.
With Octavia Spencer, she was excellent. She's excellent in she's a great actress, phenomenal. Especially because when she was in Spider-Man and said Spider-Man was too small to fight Macho Man, but she let him fight anyway. Very funny. But Viola Davis, a lot of people. First of all, her performance was absolutely astounding.
Oh, easily.
She is at the top of her game. She is the first black actress to win an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony.
Wow.
First one ever.
I did not know that.
Did she win for Fences as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both her and Denzel were in Fences.
Yeah.
On the
The
stage
play,
play.
yeah.
And a lot of people were wondering, like, how is she in the supporting actress category when she was the lead actress? And yeah, she was the lead actress in the film, but she was not.
She's not the lead character.
She's not the lead
Yeah,
character,
yeah,
right?
by
Denzel
far.
Washington was.
Yeah, and if you see like if an elite actress like you know, for example, for a movie that is nominated and you know has won the Academy Award for lead actress, when we get to that, she is much more prominent in the movie and she is much more focused.
Right.
Whereas a supporting actress is the one who supports the main character and what they
Yeah.
do throughout the movie
Right,
is what
and-
the struggle throughout the main character goes through. So I agree with you that
Yes.
it's absolutely supporting character.
And not only for that, because this happened last year with Alicia Vikander. She was the lead actress in the film, but she was not the lead character. Eddie Redmayne's character, her husband in the movie, was.
Yes.
And she got put into this category. But a lot of times what happened going into the best supporting actor category is with Dev Patel in Lion. He was the main character, except when he was older, but in the second half of the movie.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
when
that movie is a good
when
hour
campaigning,
without him.
when like the producers and the studios campaign, they want to put them in the category that will either like they can't get into another one or that they will win best.
Primarily
going to win in.
Definitely.
But Viola Davis's character being in the Best Supporting Actress makes sense for the reason
easily.
Connor just explained.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very well.
She did an awesome job, dude.
Yeah.
Now moving on to Best Supporting Actor, I'm very, very glad that this happened. Mahershala Ali won for Juan in Moonlight.
Oh, phenomenal.
This dude, Mahershala Ali, is absolutely phenomenal. If you don't know this
He's had
guy's
a
name
great
by
year.
now,
Cottonmouth.
he's Cottonmouth. He was hands down the best part of Luke Cage, in my opinion.
Easily.
He's excellent in House of Cards. He was in Hidden
Absolutely
Figures
amazing.
as well.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, he's the first Muslim actor to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which is obviously a huge deal. And so, I mean, he was fucking fun. I
Absolutely
think, like, as
phenomenal.
great as Moonlight's screenplay was, I think they needed him in that role to really seal it.
Easily. I mean, the
Because-
whole beach scene sold it for me.
Oh my God, the baptism scene I thought was absolutely beautiful. Talking about short time filming, they only had 45 minutes to film that scene.
Wow.
That
That's
and then
insane.
the scene where he's explaining the term faggot
Yeah.
to Chiron
Yeah.
was, dude,
So
just
crushing.
It
Deep,
was
dude,
it
deep.
was it was like it was tough, but you couldn't close your eyes.
right. I mean, it was
Yeah, that's
excellent.
great.
And you know what? Nothing against Jeff Bridges was phenomenal in Hell or High Water.
He was.
Dude's great and
yeah.
everything. Lucas Hedges was fantastic in Manchester by the Sea, 100%. Michael Shannon is amazing in everything he does. I still think it's funny that he was nominated over Aaron Taylor Johnson, who was nominated for the Globe, but that does happen for the same movie.
Yeah.
But that does happen. Didn't see Lion, but whatever.
Dev Patel, he definitely he was rightfully nominated in that easily, and he's a stand-up guy, and he's got a huge career ahead of
Yeah,
him. And
nothing against
I'm
him,
very
I just-
happy to see what he's going to do, and he's really good in it. I recommend everyone seeing that movie. It's
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Very powerful.
He is a good actor, for
oh
sure.
my God,
Totally.
he's very, very
But
good.
the reason that he is in the Best Supporting is because technically the young child is the lead character.
Oh my God, completely.
Not even though Dev plays him when he's older, it's the young child.
Easily, I want to say an hour and 10 minutes of that movie is him as a child.
Right.
And then it transforms. I think Dev Patel only has probably, I would say, like 40 minutes of screen time, easily.
Okay.
Because that movie did, in my eyes, even felt a little shorter. I would have loved to see another like 15, 20 minutes of it.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour movie. It's really, it's very tight, and it's filmed really well. I really liked it a lot, but I'll save that for Best Picture. I got a little bit more to say about that.
Connor, Best Actress.
So, and again, I think very well deserved, especially looking at the other actresses in the category. Not that they're bad actresses at all. Emma Stone won for La La Land. And
Yeah, I was happy.
Yeah.
Very, very happy. Predicted that.
Yeah, I predicted
Glad
that
she
too.
won. She's
Yay.
really, really talented.
Yeah.
It's about time.
She's cool as hell,
dude,
too,
she's
man.
cool as hell. I love her in everything she's ever been in, even the shitty movies she's been in.
Oh my God! But she's. I mean, this.
She was phenomenal.
I think
in La
we're,
La Land.
we're only going up from this. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, she's
coming off of Birdman, which was
Yeah, she was nominated for that, and she was
Absolutely
awesome
amazing.
in that.
She was awesome.
that was extremely out of character for her. Like that
Yeah.
was that was
so
a
out
big
of
deal.
character.
But yeah, she was excellent in this. Didn't see Elle, but apparently Isabella Huppert was phenomenal.
I do want to see that. I
do.
didn't know what it was about. I read up on it, and it sounds pretty fucking gnarly.
Yeah, it is. It's about her getting raped. It's like a psychological thriller
Yeah.
about her getting raped, and
This
then
guy
the
keeps
after
breaking
effects.
in, and like
Yeah.
her whole after.
Fun
effects.
fact: when I was browsing through movie categories, it wasn't on Netflix. It might have been on Amazon or this other thing that I won't admit to using. It was in. I was looking through the comedy category, and that was in it. And I knew what the subject matter was about.
That
I'm
was in it.
like, what the fuck is this doing in this? Like, this should not be in this. I'm glad Meryl Streep didn't win.
I mean,
Nothing against
Hell
Meryl Streep.
Nothing against her.
Nothing
She's a-
against
she's
her,
a
but
phenomenal
she wins
actress,
all the
dude.
goddamn time.
She's been nominated 20 times. She's won like 5 or something like that.
yeah,
I think at this point she just keeps getting nominated because she's in a movie.
I mean,
and,
it
and
was
nothing again. I didn't see Florence Foster Jenkins. I know
it's
she's
not
been
a bad
great in
movie
it,
at
yeah.
all. Absolutely not a bad movie at all. But
It was somebody else's time.
My mom
Again.
said it sucked.
it's not Oscar worthy. I'll put it that way.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, real quick before you move on, Emma Stone, if you're out there, you're listening, this is my proposal of marriage to you. I love you, and if you're ever interested, I've just before I got complimented by a friend saying, "Hey, you kind of look like Andrew Garfield." So I'm just saying. If you're
And you do
interested,
get Justin Timberlake from time
I'll
to time.
take. I mean, I'll take either one, but I'll take you any day. So just shout out there. You are amazing. You have a great voice. You're a great dancer. I love you. All right, good.
He's a good guy. You should hit him up, Emma.
Are we gonna talk about best actor? Can I share this one? I really want to
Yes.
announce this one because
Yeah.
Let's do it. Do it, J Bob.
best actor. Before I say it, I think this was a little bit of an upset for a lot of people.
I agree.
However, not really upset about it because like I think that either the favorite and the underdog that won both deserved a best actor nomination and award.
Definitely.
So best actor, kudos to you, Casey Affleck for
I
Manchester
was
by
hoping
the
you'd say it in
Sea.
a Boston accent.
Kudos to you, Casey. I can't even do an accent. I'm sorry.
Back to fucking Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks.
Everybody needs to
Manchester
watch
by
the
the
Dunkin'
Sea.
Donuts sketch
you
from Saturday
you
Night
think you're a
Live.
fucking cop?
Yeah, you a cop. Yeah,
I wish we had Phil here.
yeah.
Uh,
dude, she honestly, kudos to you, Casey
Yeah, listen.
Affleck. But Denzel Washington, I truly believe you
My
deserve
man-
the Academy.
Denzel,
Man, he
You were
looked
amazing in
pissed.
Fences.
he did look pissed,
looked
but
pissed.
somebody made a really good point. I saw on Reddit. Somebody on Reddit making a good point is very rare. They're like, honestly, if like you had panned over to him at any time when he wasn't laughing throughout the thing, he just looked like that.
He looked at the
I
whole
But
agree.
he could have been pissed, and rightfully so. I think he gave, if not the best, like top 3 best performances of his career. in
Easily.
Fences.
Agreed.
And since he directed that movie too, how
Yeah.
much he put into it,
Yeah.
A
how
lot.
much
Yeah.
he researched that character, how much effort and everything he put into that movie,
Right.
and then to have
Listen, this
Casey Affleck come up and sweep it underneath them. I mean,
Fences was.
I think Denzel should have won.
was
I do
I,
too.
I do too, and Casey Affleck was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Not trying to take credit away from
No
the dude,
way.
but I really
not
think
at
that Denzel should have
the-
won.
yeah,
personally.
Denzel should have won.
Here's the thing, though. Like, the only thing I'm gonna chime in about Casey Affleck in Manchester by the Sea is like, that movie was so depressing because it was so goddamn realistic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
something like that could really happen in real life. Not saying that
Well,
nothing.
no,
not
actually,
saying
but-
that that didn't happen in real life with in Fences and
Well,
stuff. 'cause
Fences,
that-
it still does happen. It's so relevant regardless
It
of
does,
the time period. Yeah.
But I felt the pain in Casey Affleck in that movie. Like I watched it with my mom. She watched it and she was like, oh my gosh, he just seems so he seems so blah, so cold, so this. And that was before you found out midway
Right,
through the movie
right.
why he was like that.
Yeah.
And then I said, dude, if that happened to me, I would be the same way, emotionless.
Oh, yeah,
Everything
absolutely.
about me would be. I just felt the pain in Casey Affleck, like I was in his shoes. And I felt it, and I honestly,
Right.
dude, he did a great job. I hope that like this is like a stepping stone for him in his career. Not saying that he's been prominent for a long
Well,
time.
yeah, I mean, he's
but, like,
been nominated
as a lead
before.
man. Like I could see him starring in movies like
You know
this.
what?
From now on,
And-
but honestly,
It's funny
don't know.
because he only got the role after Matt Damon passed on it for fucking the great. Oh, actually, no, he passed on it for The Martian
which hey man,
because by the time The Martian was done filming, was in production or
I mean,
filming
and
or
that
whatever,
movie
he
is
wouldn't
a
have been
great
able to
musical
play
and comedy.
Exactly. He wouldn't have been able to be in Manchester, and he said he hates that he gave it up, but is so happy for Casey, which he should be because Casey was, phenomenal.
Yeah. I think Casey Affleck was the better choice in my
Well, I
opinion.
mean, we don't know how it would have turned out with Matt Damon. Matt Damon's a fantastic actor, but
Oh,
I
he
think
is.
that Casey absolutely nailed it. What was really funny, I mean, first of all, Denzel, the Fences is not a plot focused movie. It's a character heavy, character focused, character strengthened movie.
It's a character study.
It's a character. Yeah, exactly. And dude, honestly, like this is up there with his Malcolm X portrayal.
Oh, easily.
His Training Day performance. I think
Fucking
it
Training
might be
Day.
better than either of those two.
yeah, he
But
did-
the scenes between him and his son
yeah, they're deep.
were just unreal, dude.
Strike one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like just
Unreal.
I think it was shown in the trailer, but I ain't gotta like you. That whole scene, and then
Yeah.
later on with the baseball bat and the strikes, yeah, fantastic. I wanted Denzel to win. I think he deserved it. Casey also deserving. I was surprised that Andrew Garfield was nominated for Hacksaw Ridge over Silence because he was great in Hacksaw Ridge, but I think that his performance, like he didn't really have to give as much depth and struggle to it as he did in Silence.
I thought he was better in Hacksaw Ridge than he was in Silence.
I agree with that statement, but I understand what you're saying because he was more of a. I mean, he was a lead in both, but like
I think Silence was a more challenging role.
Yeah, I can see that.
But see, it's what's conveyed on screen though at the final
Agreed with
the
that.
final
too.
product.
I still think he
matters.
was. I think he was better in Silence. I think he was replaceable in Hacksaw Ridge, even
I
though he did
couldn't-
great. A lot of people could have filled that
I-
spot.
I can't argue against that because he's great in both roles.
Yeah.
I just preferred Hacksaw Ridge.
All right, that's fair. Well, I think Hacksaw Ridge was a better movie, so it could be.
Yeah, I mean Hacksaw Ridge is a better movie than
yeah.
Silence.
I knew Ryan Gosling wasn't going to win, and no offense to him, man, he was excellent in the movie, but it was nothing spectacular.
not the
it was
kind of
not
movie
like
you'd be
Casey
like-
Affleck
Yeah.
in Manchester by the Sea or Denzel in Fences level. And you know what? Shout out to Viggo Mortensen. Haven't seen Captain Fantastic, but love the dude for life. Aragorn.
For life.
Tis not this day.
Right. Which one of you would like to do Best Director?
I'll do best because I know how bad he wants to do
we'll let
best
Cass do
picture.
Best Picture.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll let the guests have the last two categories.
Thank you. So best director goes to Damien Chazelle for La La Land, and honestly, rightfully so, because like I said earlier in the show, La La Land's definitely a unique movie. It's different, and because I'm a fan of his work, I love Whiplash. I love this movie.
Absolutely love
I just
Whiplash.
think this dude. This is only his second movie, I think, or well,
No,
but
it's his third major release.
release. Okay.
I mean, his second major release, but
He's
his
made
third
a
overall
few,
movie.
yeah.
okay, yeah.
But still,
It's only.
You-
I think it's
mean,
only his third
3
movie,
or
but
4 movies.
That's
and
pretty
you're at
awesome.
The Oscars
And-
ready.
he's
Yeah.
the youngest director to ever win the Oscar.
Yeah, I did
32 years old.
And he's a Jersey boy.
He is
Shout
a
out
Jersey
to the
boy.
Jersey
Is he
boy,
really?
man. Yeah,
Yep.
he's from
Oh,
Princeton
fuck
area.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shout out to him for real. But like Mel Gibson, shout out to you. Barry Jenkins, shout out to you. Kenneth Lonergan, shout out to you. And Dennis Villeneuve,
Denis Villeneuve
whatever, dude.
for
Either way, shout out.
Dennis.
Listen,
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Listen.
Honestly, all of them
Yo, what's up, Dennis?
great directors.
all of them did excellent work.
But the guy that
Yeah.
won, should have won, did win, and
Well,
honestly,
see,
rightfully
I
so.
think it could have went. And before we get to Best Picture, I had this prediction that either Damien Chazelle would win for Best Director, and then Moonlight would win Best Picture,
Yeah.
or La La Land would win Best Picture, and Barry Jenkins would win Best Director.
Yeah, I would have
And
thought the same.
it would have been fine either way. I mean, Mel Gibson, I think that this was, a great return to form. He's been out of the game a while, but he was this movie was phenomenal.
I know Connor's.
Say what you will about the dude and like the stuff he said and done,
Yeah.
but he's still a great actor and an even better director, maybe. In my
Yeah,
opinion, I
yeah.
think he's a better director. Barry Jenkins did an absolutely phenomenal job. Kenneth Longren, what else can you say? Denis Villeneuve, I think, is one of the best talents today. And talk about a bright future. Him and Damien Chazelle
Huge.
and Barry Jenkins all have amazingly bright
It's
futures going on.
definitely so good to see this rise. In
And you know what? This was another stacked category.
Oh, huge.
Very, very stacked.
huge stacked.
And if they had included one more film, I think that who directed Hell or High Water? I would say they should. I think they could have added 2 people. And Denzel would have been one of them
Yes.
for sure. And then David Mackenzie for Hell or High Water, I think,
Yeah, I agree.
also could have and should have been nominated, but it's a 5-person category.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, I mean, Damien Chazelle, La La Land was wonderful. Absolutely love the fuck out of the movie.
yeah, so good.
Yeah, I mean, we gush about it all the time.
Yeah, I know.
You just can't really say much more.
I love it to pieces. It's my number one favorite movie of
Yeah.
2016.
And Cass,
Yeah.
should we talk about the winner first or what happened first?
Well, the winner of Best Picture was La La Land, and I loved it so much. Oh, wait.
Wait, what?
What? Hold on. There was a mistake there, buddy.
Oh, damn it. Wait, it was Moonlight.
guys won. Come
Best-
up on stage.
Yeah, come up on stage,
Yeah,
Moonlight. You
no,
won
this
Best
isn't
Picture.
a joke. This isn't a joke.
See,
I swear it's not.
Justin and I stood up and were like, "What the fuck?"
That was the
flipped.
greatest
Yes.
ending.
The Oscars
To
had
the
a Steve
Oscars.
Harvey moment, and it actually wasn't Warren Beatty or Faye Dunaway's fault.
It wasn't really anybody's fault besides.
It was the people who are in charge of the ballots,
Okay.
PricewaterhouseCoopers. It's their fault because they for each envelope there's 2. There's always a backup for them, and Emma Stone kept hers from when she won, and then Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway were given the backup, which is why he read off La La Land, because when he opened it up, it said Emma Stone under it, La La Land, and that's why he read it. But the reason it got mixed up is because the guy who was in charge of handing them out was too busy taking pictures and tweeting backstage that he gave out the wrong one.
Welcome
That
to
dude
the
doesn't have a job
unemployment
anymore.
line.
But
Oh my God.
But it's also, some blame can be placed on Warren Beatty, and because it says what the category is on the front of the on the front of the
But what do you
envelope.
say on live TV though? Like, wait a second, is this the wrong one?
Like
the wrong
to
to your
okay,
fucking
but-
movie? Like,
But
That's true.
if he saw Emma Stone's name in big letters and then underneath it La La Land, he would think, oh, why is she like named for this? It would,
Or
because
maybe
it's
he must have thought
because
she was
the-
like a producer on it or
the
something.
winners
you
that are
know?
but even then it would have
It
a
would
number
have
of
other people's,
producers
yeah.
because the producers technically win the award for best
Yeah.
picture.
That's all right. They were down 28-3 like the Falcons, like the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
But honestly, it was and
Moonlight
like
coming
the-
back for the victory.
Twitter's reactions, Facebook's reactions, but even like all the stars that were in the seats, reactions were phenomenal.
It
But
was
you know what?
crazy, yeah.
And going about the joke part, a lot of people, myself included, were like, "Oh my God, is this a joke?" Because Jimmy Kimmel is known to play pranks, and he even had to come out. And he's like, "No, this is not a fucking
a
prank."
that would have been really
he's like,
mean-spirited.
It would've.
Yeah.
Well, see, the reason that it would not, if it was the Golden Globes, that'd be one thing. And we know because we joke about the Golden Globes itself.
how useless they are.
The Academy takes itself way too seriously for them
God,
to do
definitely.
something like that because their
Agreed.
heads are so far up their asses that they would not allow that to happen because it would
No.
like look down on the Academy.
It was funny,
like
man.
Matt Damon's like in the Academy. Like, could you see him like allowing something like that?
No, not at all. Yeah.
Not at the Oscars, but not even him, like the old school guys and women.
Mm-hmm. I
You know,
completely
but-
agree.
I gotta give credit to the producers and cast of Moonlight and Damien Chazelle for how they handled it so class.
They really
They handled
were.
it with class, man. The producer, what the hell is his name? Jordan Horowitz was like, as soon as like the producer of the Oscars came out and said something, he goes, "Oh no, there's a mistake. Like La La Land, Moonlight, you guys won," and he was
Yeah.
like so classy about it and so gracious about it, and and
to
then
hand it over, yeah.
to hand it over, he's like, "You guys won. Come up here. You guys are the best picture."
Yeah. I mean, it won
And then-
with 6 awards, right? La La Land? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It
and
did
won
win a
Best
bunch.
Director, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
essentially like, hey, you didn't get Best Picture, but you did a really good
Yeah.
fucking job
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah, and it's been that way for the last few years. Like the movie of the best director that wins best director hasn't won best picture since Birdman was the last one to do it over the last few years. But even in the background, like Damien Chazelle and Barry Jenkins just like shared an extended hug to show there's no bad blood, and
No,
apparently
not at
like they're
all.
good friends, especially over the award season. They see each other so much.
Yeah.
They've been doing interviews with each other and stuff. But yeah, Moonlight. I mean,
there's nothing that we haven't said about Moonlight. I mean, beautiful picture.
Uh,
Absolutely loved
every
it.
aspect of it was wonderful.
I mean, all 3 parts, you would have thought the same guys playing Chiron.
Yeah, it's
all 3 parts.
the fact that you tell me that they have such a small amount of time to actually film the movie
Yeah.
is extraordinary, and like the people behind it must have really just wanted to make it. And
Oh, the push part of it.
that
was
the
phenomenal.
last, I think my favorite part of the movie is weird because it's never really this part, like in any movie. It's the last shot of the movie.
Oh my God, easily.
And that's what really, like, I loved it, like throughout, like through and throughout and everything. But that last shot, I don't want to give it away.
I mean,
It's just-
like that vulnerability.
Yeah.
And this
Exactly. That's
That's the
that's what I
perfect word to
thought
put it.
because he's so by the end of the movie he's so tough,
Oh, easily.
and again, don't want to give it away, but it really opens up his vulnerability.
For those who don't know what Moonlight is about, it's about the struggles of a young black man living in the hood, and which is, obviously, gay, the LGBT community, no matter where they are, suffer discrimination and hate and difficult things. But it's in like a hood setting, it's equally, if not worse,
Oh,
depending
easily.
on where you are.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And it's
dude.
about
Well, it's already kind of like just like a lion's den in a lot of those
Yeah.
areas too.
Oh, of
So
course.
anything
Yeah, exactly.
really where it's like you can be easily picked on, and not to mention like Chiron, like throughout the movie is very weak and
Until the
meager.
end.
Well, he
Until
doesn't
the
know
end.
who he is.
Yeah.
It's this whole coming.
Um,
It's a boyhood on steroids.
Yeah,
that I
it's
actually
it's
enjoyed.
like actually like it is a coming of age in a way.
oh, definitely coming of age. Yeah.
But you know, it's a movie about struggle, identity.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Uh,
different
Covers so
values.
much.
It covers so much. Listen, it's
Fatherhood.
fatherhood, you know, motherhood, like life. It's an aspect that, especially for a culture, that's not explored.
Yes.
Sexual
well.
identity.
Sexual identity.
Oh my God. Of course.
But like everything about the screenplay was phenomenal. The direction was phenomenal.
so
the
good.
score, the cinematography, the performances
and my
were
favorite.
all fucking
I
phenomenal.
think one of my favorite parts is the textures and the colors of that movie. I mean, the neon lights and the reoccurring blue everywhere. I just watched it recently a few days ago from when I first saw it in the theaters, and I mean these colors and these different lights that are hitting everything. You pick it up so much more when you watch it again.
I felt bad because I kind of did myself an injustice and I streamed it, and like honestly,
Yeah,
I only streamed it for
definitely.
the
Was it-
sole purpose that I wanted to
know it.
Yeah.
to watch it before the
Yeah.
actual
Right.
I
awards.
definitely really
But
recommend.
I'm
watching,
gonna watch it again. Yeah,
like,
no,
Yeah, I
a
definitely
HD
wanna watch it
version,
again.
Yeah, of that.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I actually just watched it with Heather, and shout out to her. How much I hate her for this. We rented it on her TV, whatever, and for $5.99 it was HD, and then $5.99 it was standard definition. And what does she pick? Standard definition
for the same price.
for the same exact price.
Normally-
I had
normally it's a
I had a
difference.
fucking aneurysm, and she goes, "You can't tell the difference." I
Yes,
was like,
you can.
You can't tell the difference. Are you joking?
There's a
me?"
reason it's differentiated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First of all,
shout-
I'm surprised that there was the same price.
Yeah, I
Remember
almost,
the same
I
price.
almost walked.
I
out.
hope she listens to this.
because I said, listen, it's
God
this-
damn it, Heather.
And then she like tried to hit the back button. She's like, I didn't order it already. And then when she went back to the screen, it was like, watch now, standard definition. I was like, you'd be fucking joking me, because I knew what we were getting into.
Yeah.
This beautiful movie, and
Yeah.
then to watch it in standard definition, I was like,
That's so like when when I'm over someone's house and they want to pick a movie and like they have a high def TV with the
Yeah.
high def box, you see a goddamn HDMI cable going from the cable box to the television,
you watch a standard definition.
and they're like standard. Oh, it's like $1 cheaper. I'm like, what?
It's $1.
yeah,
yeah.
I'd pay for HD any day of the
No,
week.
give me high def.
Yeah.
I want high def.
Yeah.
All right.
So Moonlight was amazing. I think we should dive into the other films real fast because I mean there's so much to say about all
yeah.
of them.
Summarize each one.
So Arrival.
Dude, awesome.
Love that. It's one of the best movies I've seen in theaters. It was top 3 last year for
Yeah,
sure. I think it was
yeah.
number 3 for me.
I mean, just this revolving fact of how sci-fi is now becoming more openly prominent and more hugely.
yeah, it is a big deal that it was nominated because it's
huge.
a genre film, and normally, almost always, genre films get pushed aside when it comes to like awards like this.
Definitely.
So I'm glad it was recognized. Plus, it was an amazing movie.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Like just
I had dragged Heather to see this knowing she knew nothing about the film,
yeah.
and I think that was probably the greatest thing for her. And even myself, I hadn't watched many teasers, many trailers.
I watched
knew
one
the
trailer for it.
I knew the prime basis of the movie, but I mean, going into it was just.
I liked it a lot.
And you know what?
Unbelievable.
It broke a lot of sci-fi conventions and didn't go the typical sci-fi
Yeah,
route.
it didn't feel like, hokey or kind of
Yeah.
like doom and, oh, this is the end of the world, and they're kind of fixating on all that. It had the elements of that movie, the communication elements. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
script
man.
is just
Beautiful,
amazing.
beautiful.
Shout out
movie.
to you, Dennis.
What I really loved about that movie too is like when you bring up about communication and how there's no beginning and end to their communication, and really like when you're trying to figure out like what. Actually, I should probably stop there because
Yeah,
spoiler
because
territory.
you were about to spoiler a big.
Yeah, I just
big
I
part.
just stopped.
Good.
Okay.
Just see the damn movie. Amy
Amateur,
Adams.
man.
Yes,
Amy
Amy
Adams
Adams
is
is
absolutely
great.
phenomenal. I still think she should have been nominated for Best Actress. I know she was. She shouldn't. Emma Stone deserved it, but she should have at least been fucking nominated.
At least nominated. I completely agree.
Yeah, Fences. Like I said,
Again, we've said a bunch
it's a
about it.
performance movie. It's a character study movie, and it's done excellently. It takes place. There's like
In the
3
19, like-
locations. Most of it takes place within Denzel Washington, Viola Davis's house, and then in the backyard of it.
That's pretty much
That's
it.
that's
Yeah, it's extremely campy.
8% of the movie,
But-
and that's perfectly fine because
Easily.
All
you're-
needed.
You're not, that's all it needed. It's really all it needed.
I will say though, when I did start that movie, I was a little worried because that first 20 minutes felt very kind of how the Hateful Eight was. Like I would have been like, okay, this movie works as a play. Like, but I want to watch a movie. It felt like so hardly scripted that someone was kind of like reading off a page at sometimes.
Yeah.
But then I really think.
Well,
I think when Denzel started opening up about his father and stuff like that, I think that's when the movie really set in for me.
Yeah, I didn't
and, like,
get that
character
worry.
development was just like
yeah, I
pounding
didn't
my
get
head.
worried. You can tell that it was a script from a
Yeah.
play,
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
but it was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfectly
I think
fine.
that part was worrying for me at least.
it's one of
a
the
little
few
bit.
movies that I've ever seen because like cinema is visual art. So sometimes like lack of dialogue is actually stronger because you're displaying images and telling a story through.
Oh, I'm
a
all about that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Arrival was just like that.
Yeah, less is
and-
more.
But
Always.
Fences is one of those movies where it's super wordy and it works.
Well, see,
yeah,
it's a good thing that you brought up the Hateful Eight because it's fairly similar to that. Because the Hateful Eight, the main core of that movie all takes place
cabin,
within
yeah.
the cabin. Reservoir Dogs, another
Yeah.
mostly conversation based movie
Yeah.
aside from the car chase and the shootout. But like the diner, once they get to the warehouse, that's where a large percentage of the movie takes place. So you don't need all these different locations
No.
and all this different action to make an excellent movie.
it's just a
Hateful
great
Eight
movie.
was super disappointing though.
It was,
was.
but I still like it.
I don't like it.
But
100%
yeah,
disappointed.
dude, Fences, great story
Yeah.
about a man and his multiple. Well, not.
No,
I wouldn't
don't-
say,
don't-
I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
no,
the-
I'm just saying. Just the mindset of a
His
husband,
multiple
a
personality
father.
disorder.
Yeah, he had
A
a lot of
friend.
roles, and you know what?
Yeah.
It was very about his different relationships,
Yeah.
and it's very poignant in a way because it highlights a lot of
extremely.
struggles, no matter whether
Yeah.
what ethnicity you are, no matter what time period is. A lot of those struggles are
God,
still as
yeah.
relevant today.
Easily.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Again, I mean, I'm
Phenomenal movie.
It was good, but I don't know.
I truly
it
think
didn't,
that
it didn't land with me as hard as
I'm
other
with
people
you,
did.
man.
I
thought
think it was one of
really
the best
good.
war movies of the last 20
I like
years.
it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry.
That in Saving Private Ryan, like
Yeah.
this is like another Saving Private Ryan for me.
I would not put it that high.
Really?
I definitely-
fucking love this movie.
I would not put it that high for
was
sure.
good.
I do love it, but not Saving Private Ryan. level.
I don't know about that comment, but great war
I think it's Mel
movie.
Gibson's best.
Best movie ever.
yeah, I don't know. I like Braveheart
Passion-
I think
more.
in recent
Passion
history.
of the Christ.
Yeah.
I thought that was a.
No, I think Hacksaw Ridge is a better movie
Alright,
than that.
well.
In my opinion.
I don't know.
Hey,
man.
it
yeah.
is your opinion.
I don't know, man. I
but
saw-
it was a good movie.
I thought it was good, but like I said, I saw it once. I'm cool
Fair.
with that.
That's fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Saving Private Ryan's a better movie, but this is up there with movies like
No,
Saving
no,
Private
yeah.
It's
Ryan.
up there.
It's
yeah.
your view. I get it. But I mean, the battle scenes were great. Its
Phenomenal.
message was extremely, poignant and
Yeah.
very, very strong.
True story,
Heavy-handed.
man.
Pretty
It was a-
heavy-handed.
It was a true story. I mean, it was,
Yeah, but exactly. He was.
So,
It
I mean,
told
it
the
was-
story
that
of,
was
of a
cool.
hero.
The pacing felt pretty good to me. Everything about it was good.
I think the
just,
message,
Yeah.
the true message behind it is like you could be a hero in your own way, no matter
Oh,
how you
yeah.
can be. you
No,
know what I
the
mean?
true message was, war battles are sick.
Well, yeah, duh. No duh. But seriously, it was
you
good.
got to
The
hide
battle
in
was
the
good.
tunnels.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Hell or High Water,
oh
I
my
liked it.
god,
excellent movie.
What a movie, man! It's
so good.
best neo-western since No Country for Old Men.
Oh my god, easily.
Yeah, and both of
Absolutely
those
easily.
movies and even True Grit have really changed. And Hateful Eight and Django are really different breeds of western and are very different from what westerns used to be.
Yes, and it's,
And you know what? We're getting another neo-western film pretty soon. Logan.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they say.
But Hell or High Water, listen, it's another character study movie.
Yeah, Jeff
But in a
Bridges
great
is the
way.
man.
Dude,
Chris Pine, man.
Jeff
Chris
Bridges
Pine.
absolutely phenomenal.
Changed my opinion about
Chris Pine
Killed him.
blew me away. I think that was his best
And,
performance he's
was
ever
it
done.
Ben Foster,
easily.
right?
Ben Foster was fucking
He was
phenomenal.
awesome, yeah.
so good. Yeah.
Movie looked beautiful. It was well paced, well acted.
so-
The thing is, like, a lot of people tuned out of it. It didn't make a lot of money at the box office because they thought it was based on the trailer, like, oh, it's about these bank robbers. It's like action paced, like nonstop.
Yeah,
That's
but
not what
it's-
it is.
It's not what it is at all.
There's
No.
action when it needs to be,
Yep, and there's
but
story
it's the
when there's need to be.
interactions, it's the emotion, it's the characters that
Yep.
really fucking
It's a
sell
lot
it.
about time.
Perfect,
I think,
perfect point.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
last
easily.
scene of the movie on the porch.
Oh, so good.
You know what I'm saying?
deep.
Absolutely amazing.
That scene was probably the best scene of the movie.
And I
It-
got to give a shout out to how this movie begins and how it paces. Like, There's no cliche, opener kind of telling you what needs to be done, or when it's like starts off, you're so confused, and then it gives you these pieces, these little cookie crumbs throughout the movie.
Right.
And I mean, that's just beautiful storytelling right there.
Yep,
Absolutely
seriously.
great. It doesn't, give you a plot point of like, we need a bunch of money, we're gonna rob these banks. Like, no,
It's not
you
like-
don't need that to know that.
It's letting you follow it
Oh my god, yeah,
without
as it
like
unfolds.
shoving it down your throat.
Phenomenal movie. I gotta buy it again. I'm gonna show it to everyone. It was well deserved.
Anybody else here see Hidden Figures?
I saw Hidden Figures. I honestly, I'm gonna say it truthfully. I think it was a pity nominee.
Think so?
Yeah, it was a good movie. It had a cool message. It's a really cool true story.
Yeah,
I mean, I
they
love
brought
NASA,
they brought out Katherine Johnson,
which was
right.
great.
Is that her name? Whatever. Onto the stage.
It was
yeah.
the person that the movie was
That
pretty
Taraji
much.
P. Henson.
Yeah, but
The performances were good. The story that it was based on is very great. It's great that they brought that to light because I never learned about that in school.
I never learned about that either. No way.
And I don't know many people who did.
No one did.
It's something that's glossed over, and it's important to highlight those figures, obviously.
Yeah, but I truly
But
think
I
it was
just think the movie itself
yeah.
had some problems, like the skipping ahead and stuff,
Yep.
like the awkward pacing of it.
Exactly,
Some of the
yeah.
things, it's like, but the actors and actresses did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was great in it. Everyone was well deserving of their nominees and everything. But I just truly think it was kind of like, this is a Disney movie. There's a cool message behind it, true story. Slap it in there.
Well, it fit. It fit Oscar. It checked off some boxes. It's
Yeah.
about minority struggle.
Yep.
It's a historical piece. It's a
Mhm.
biographical piece.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, it's
Go see it,
Yeah.
but do I think it should have been nominated? No.
La La Land. Everybody knows. What do we feel
La La
about
Land.
that?
I'm gonna
we talked about
I'm gonna
it.
say one thing about La La Land. I went with a bunch of dudes.
One girl.
Yeah, okay.
And one girl,
okay,
yeah.
And you know what?
And I loved
don't
it.
have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it either, but knowing that it was a musical, I'm like, well, let's see what's gonna happen. And honestly, I was like, dude, that was cool.
Worth it.
Yep.
So good.
Worth
I mean, it just
Yeah.
it blends just so much amazing music, and everything is just so energetic, and
Agreed.
there's so many tiny. I've watched it again recently, not too long ago. There's so many small things I'd never picked up on, like
Yeah.
just like a small thing without like spoiling anything. When like Ryan Gosling is talking about like how jazz should be like appreciated and people shouldn't be paying it. At parties you should be living in it, and like when him and Emma are having that argument and like the jazz is playing behind it. He's like ignoring it, like little shit like that. Like
Yeah.
like watch it again.
Yeah, it's
Buy
good.
the soundtrack.
It's a good story too. when
It's
you
a
really think
great
about it, yeah.
story.
Well,
following your dreams,
And you know what?
right.
It really shows that I can't stand like the tacked on like everything works all right in the end, because
yeah,
not everything does work in the way that you want it,
I
but sometimes
completely-
it's the better way.
no,
Right.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with the cop out.
yes,
on that one.
I completely agree.
Directed by Kevin Smith.
One thing that I really got to talk about this. I don't know what, like, first of all, the closer it got to Oscar night,
Mm-hmm.
may not have been out of nowhere, but it became hugely prevalent. This movie's getting a lot of hate
Yeah,
because it's about white people,
yeah,
and it's about white people getting successful in the end or whatever. And I don't know why. Like, it really came to a
Bullshit,
head
dude.
the day of the Oscars, and I like even not that you should take this as I mean, who cares about like this guy's opinion, but one of Kanye West's frequent collaborators
God.
called this movie a fascist movie
what?
Gives a shit,
I didn't
dude.
hear about that.
because you gave money to white people to make a movie about white people being successful. Or
I mean, there's always
whatever.
gonna be people like that.
Could
I mean,
be
if you look at Will
haters,
Smith
whatever,
last year, I mean, come on,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
People are
But-
just gonna hate on a
but the
movie
thing
to
is,
find it.
and I know,
they're
and
gonna
it
find
came
a
out of nowhere,
reason,
and like
yeah.
even people like I was, people I follow on Twitter were like,
yeah,
when this movie came out and they saw it, they're like, oh my god, blah blah blah,
yeah.
ecstatic for it, and then like they're like, oh fuck La La Land, that doesn't deserve to win.
I don't know.
It's bullshit about white people, white privilege, blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck is like this coming out of
Can
nowhere?
can you just watch a movie and just like
yeah,
a movie?
and
Yeah, I
they're
agree.
like,
It's
oh,
not fucking Birth of a Nation,
right, and it's like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
this is
12 Years a
people are
Slave.
saying
Yeah.
like if La La Land wins over Moonlight, it's an absolute disgusting travesty, and it's about and white privilege wins or something like that.
It's
It's
people
a
just gotta
fucking
fucking
movie
bury the
that
hatchet and
it's just
let
for
it go,
people
man.
to enjoy.
Let it
Yeah.
go.
Is it
enjoy the
racist that
movie.
Freddy Krueger kills black people in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 because Freddy Krueger's a white killer?
No.
No, it's not. It's a fucking
Well,
movie.
is he white? I mean, when you
Yeah,
think
he
about
is.
it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a burn victim. Well, I wouldn't call him a victim, but
I say we
But,
call that
uh,
TBD.
Anyway,
to be
yeah.
determined.
Anyway.
But yeah, I thought it was outrageous.
and I bring up that ridiculous movie because it's fucking ridiculous that people even have to say that.
right. Yeah, I thought it was outrageous, and I just wanted to. I mean, I figured we'd all think about
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
that, but I
I
just
agree.
Hey, there's nothing like a room full of white guys agreeing on something. All right.
and,
But a racial topic.
and you know what? One other thing, after the whole fiasco of the award, Emma Stone left the stage because it was. They wanted to let Moonlight have their moment, and then
Yeah.
she went to the interview, and then somebody asked her like, "Oh, what did you think about the mix-up?" And she goes, "I don't know. Like, I had my envelope, so I don't know what the heck happened. I
Yeah.
had my envelope on me the whole time, so I don't know what went wrong." Blah blah. And then she goes, "You know what? I'm a happy Moonlight one. I fucking loved Moonlight." And said something else. And people were like, "Oh, she's being so petty, such a bitch, trying to start a conspiracy theory." About it, I'm like,
ridiculous.
what are you
Absolutely
talking
ridiculous.
about,
Dude.
How are you getting it from that?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. There's
And
so
you know where I saw this the most?
Alex
Actually,
Jones
no, fuck Alex Jones.
because
That's
he
your
would say
friend.
something like that.
Yeah.
Surprise,
is run by lizard
surprise,
people.
surprise, Reddit. I'm like, you gotta be
Pollution
kidding me.
makes gay frogs.
Yeah, right? Turning all the
Hey,
frogs gay.
he's one of the president's top advisors. Don't
Well,
make fun of
yeah, Obama is a lizard.
Um,
So we all know that.
him. But yeah, it was like fucking ridiculous.
So moving on, Lion.
Lion.
Guys, please go see it. I'm telling you, it's a fantastic
I will see it soon.
film.
I just
it's so good.
I ran out of time before the movies.
It's,
before the
it's-
Oscars.
It's so well deserved. India is a fucking scary ass place. Like the struggles that this boy had to go through before, he was saved by his adopted parents, and then the struggles that he had to deal with when he got older about his own identity of who he doesn't know who he is and how he feels like how his mother and brother have no clue where he is or if he's even alive. I mean, Dev Patel goes into this amazing spiral, and I'm not going to spoil anything. The way he starts tracking his homeland because he has absolutely no clue where he's from. It's a fantastic story.
Yeah.
And
Is this based on a true story?
oh yeah, based on a true
Okay.
story.
That's what I thought.
He flew out the real life kid and his mom to the Oscars.
Oh,
which
that's
was
awesome.
Absolutely cool. And Dev Patel took his mom to the Oscars. She had like a sari on and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And just a stand-up guy. Yeah, go see Lion, please. It's a really great movie. I don't think it's gonna fly under the radar, but I think it's definitely one that's been
Right.
shadowed.
Yeah, Anthony Delia, our friend, gave a lot of the same praise that you did.
Yeah, it's super good. I mean, the whole first hour is heartbreaking. It really is, and the vast reality of how scary how scary big India is like frightening, and these rural, third world countries that these people are living in, like
Right.
literally living in a river, like.
That's polluted and
That's
disgusting.
polluted, and
yeah.
you do your wash. You go to the bathroom and you boil your
Drink
water
from it.
there. And you drink from it, but it's a great movie. Please go see it.
Yeah, and the last
the
one
last-
in there is Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, which we.
I know Connor wanted Batman vs Superman or Suicide Squad in
Yeah.
there, but
Totally.
I think Manchester by the Sea was a better choice than those, Connor. Not gonna lie.
I can't contest that. Manchester by the Sea was amazing. I think in my when I was watching it in my head, like when they announced Damien Chazelle as the winner for La La Land, I was like, all right, and it kind of hit me. I was like, it's either gonna be Moonlight, La La Land, or Manchester by the Sea that's gonna win Best Picture.
Yeah, I had all three of those picked.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I figured I was like,
See-
all right, I could see it being all of them.
yeah.
While Manchester
All
by the
those
Sea
three.
could definitely, absolutely win, I knew it was either going to be, it was either going to be Moonlight or La La Land.
Those are my
And
top
listen,
two.
they are both fantastic movies. I'm absolutely happy that Moonlight won. But I could have seen it going either way. And a lot of people are like, oh, La La Land's only going to win because it's, it's Hollywood jerking itself off or whatever. No, it was a really good
Just
movie.
a really honest, good movie.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
But Manchester by the Sea was an excellent movie. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's
if you're looking at these categories, Moonlight, Manchester by the Sea, and La La Land are the three best, followed by Arrival and Hell High Water.
Yeah.
Overall, I feel like it was a great year for great movies.
Yeah, it was
Everything
it was,
nominated
last
was
year
really
was
good.
like with obviously some duds. Was overall a really great year for movies for sure. I think the last
yeah.
couple years have like some real
I
like
think it's picked up a lot. I
like
completely
amazing
agree.
movies have come out. The last few
I'm
years.
telling you, 2016 for being such a shitty year had some really great movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, really good. Well, one final note I do want to put on the Oscars is, horror. Come on, how come horror isn't being released in either special effects or or
doesn't-
makeup or costumes?
It's not a respected film genre.
It's not, and it's sad because
among the Academy.
a
which
lot
just
of
sucks.
a lot of these people. I mean, even if you look at like Don't Breathe last year, like how great of a film that was,
It was a good movie.
and everything went into it. I
Yeah.
just think like these things should be deserved a little recognition.
I think-
you know what I
well,
mean?
There are horror movies that definitely deserve it, and
Oh,
you know,
easily.
I didn't. You just Connor, you just saw Get Out, and the reviews that's getting like
totally deserved. In fact,
maybe this could be.
this might be.
get something next year. Maybe not Best Picture or Director or anything, but it could. Maybe it'll get something.
I will be like, okay, so Best Picture is kind of a long shot for a horror movie. Like, there's no Silence of the Lambs,
No,
really.
there isn't. There
And
never will be.
I don't think there ever will be. And if this movie got it was nominated for Best Picture, Get Out, I would be really happy. I would be a little surprised because of the genre of film that it's
Yeah.
in.
Uh-huh.
But I will be really, really upset if Jordan Peele doesn't get a Best Director nomination. Because this is his first time directing. He worked in a micro budget of $4.5 million. And I'm telling you, some of the stuff that goes on in this movie, Get Out, it explores racial tensions. It explores psychosis. It's a psychological thriller. It's scary at times. It's
Oh, I'm so
perfectly
excited.
paced.
I can't wait to see it.
It has some social commentary on suburbia
Yeah.
and also like human relationships too. And on top of that, it's fucking scary. All right, like, oh, dude, like, you know
I
what?
can't wait.
And I told this to Chris, and this is a 2-word review. It's entertainingly uncomfortable.
That's awesome.
I was not comfortable in my seat
That's great. I can't wait.
from like 20 minutes on to the end of the movie.
Right. I don't. I mean, genre movies in general, like Arrival a few years ago, would not have gotten anything.
Oh no, not at all.
Maybe like effects or something, but it would not have been Best
Best
Director,
Picture
Best
worthy.
Picture,
Yeah,
Best
no way.
Adapted Screenplay or anything.
Which is great.
I'm
happy that's coming.
and I mean,
more to
like-
Forelight. Yeah.
I mean, The Dark Knight is responsible for the expansion of the Best Picture category.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe now that Arrival and some more genre type things are getting recognition
Are gonna
in
be
the
creeping
major
in, yeah.
categories, it could open it up for horror movies. But
Who knows?
the thing
Maybe.
is, for every good to great horror movie
Is
that comes out a year,
worst.
there's 300 that come
Oh,
out that
easily.
are piles of garbage.
I mean, if you just go on Netflix, I mean, they're
Yeah.
all the horror movies on
whole
99% of the horror movies on there
garbage.
are horrible.
Absolute
Like,
sci-fi,
bad.
just garbage. Yeah.
Well, horror movies are easy to make. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
They're cheap, and people are gonna
Yeah,
watch
but
them.
even then, there are some ones that are made cheap that are still so well
Yeah, there's-
done.
So,
It's
a lot of Japanese horror movies.
yeah, a lot of them. So all in all, it was a great year for the Oscars. I'm excited for
Yay,
this year.
yeah. And you know what was surprising? This past Oscars was the third year in a row that the ratings have gone down.
Really?
Yeah.
Down
Yeah.
again this year?
Three straight years that
bummer, man.
the ratings have declined.
Well, it's because I'm going to tell you, it's a theory that I have, but I think it's it's movies that most people just don't go out of their way to watch. They're also
Well,
movies that they're hard
yeah.
to get their
Exactly.
hands on.
A lot of the
Yeah,
movies
that's
that were
true, too.
named and actors and stuff are, first of all, they only get like small releases.
Yeah.
And a lot of time what they do is like they'll do the small release, like they'll do it on Christmas Day, the limited release, and then like a couple of months later, like usually at the end of January, they'll do wide release.
Yeah.
But even then, like people moved on from it. A lot of them you don't get to see, especially the
And I
foreign
just
ones.
think in today's society, it's just way easier to wake up the next morning and check Facebook and be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I know
Well,
everything that won.
that
Yeah, you don't need to watch it, which is
and a
bummer.
lot of movies, people are streaming is the thing now.
Yeah, it
and like
is.
not everybody's
well,
gonna go
I
see a
think-
movie. It's not available on Netflix or something.
especially with Amazon now, with a Best Picture, Best Actor,
Yeah.
all that forefront. The next 10 years, who knows? We could be streaming, the
Best Picture, right,
awards
from Netflix or Amazon or
exactly.
something.
So
They
I
they
can see
could
that
be
happening.
Who knows?
they
Movie
could be
theaters might not exist.
they
Which would
could
be a
be
bummer.
released on those platforms.
yeah.
I'm just
Um,
kidding, guys.
I
Just
love.
kidding.
I don't want movie theaters.
Justin
to go
pretended
away.
to drop a mic. By the way, couldn't see that. Yeah,
So, yeah.
the ratings.
Who knows though?
But-
I mean, with the reviews that Logan's getting, which is getting
Well-
like Dark Knight level reviews, and then also how phenomenal Get Out is, we might see a change. Maybe.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe.
But another thing, especially, I mean, for last year's, it's not surprising that the ratings were down, is, from the recent controversies. From the major snubs, the, Oscar So White campaign and everything. And plus now, after the new election, the election, like, people were like, oh, there's just going to be so much Trump bashing in this. Like, I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to see that.
To be honest, I was hesitant.
So there's
I didn't want it I didn't want it to be like a political platform for actors. I
Yeah,
just wanted to
completely.
hear why people I wanted to hear the winners and their
Right.
inspiration. Honestly, I didn't get to say this before, and I don't want to keep breaking off on a tangent, but like one of the best speeches was Mahershala Ali's, how he thanked his people in his early years, his teachers, his
definitely.
his friend, people that inspired him at such a young age.
Yeah, he had an
That's
excellent
what I want to
speech.
hear.
It
You know what I
reminded
mean?
it reminded me of when last year what's his face took it home.
Leo?
No, not Leo.
For what? What-
True Detective. No, what's
McConaughey.
McConaughey. His speech was just like
Dope.
stone cold. Talked about like his dad and everything,
Yeah.
and
Chasing your hero, man.
chasing your hero. I mean,
Exactly.
that's the stuff we want to hear.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
what those are the type
Yeah.
of that's what you should
Casey
be. You should be
Affleck's
those kinds of
speech
people.
sucked.
well, He didn't expect.
I don't
to
think
win.
he
No,
expected
he didn't
to
expect to
win.
win, but
No
I mean,
way.
it was.
If
I just
Denzel
wanted
won,
to
we would
rip
have heard
on
a
him.
dope speech. I guarantee that.
Yeah, easily.
I mean,
But-
obviously, but
Again, there can only be one champion.
yeah, no,
One ring to rule them all.
yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, no matter what, even when like Obama was president and Clinton and Bush, there was always like people bashing on them too. It's just now, it's just how the country currently is in the
Yeah.
political climate that.
Let movies be
was
movies.
expected.
Let politics be politics.
Exactly.
Well, see-
No. Let movies
I'm
be
just gonna
movies.
say- no, you're
Let
right.
Politics
But-
be
But
politics.
a
I
political
hate-
movie.
I hate when people say celebrities should stay out of politics and shouldn't
I don't
talk
care
about
about
it.
that. I'm just saying
No,
let
I'm-
movies be
that's-
movies.
No, yeah,
Politics
but
be politics.
Everyone deserves an opinion.
yeah,
Everybody
it's just
deserves an opinion. Agreed.
it's a stupid thing to say. Not that the celebrity should.
Gotcha.
Listen.
But yeah, I mean, it's a
Said what?
platform
I
for
don't
them to
have a
talk
say.
about. They could talk about whatever they want.
Listen,
Yeah.
Joe Pesci had the best acceptance speech of all
They're
time.
the greatest.
What do you say?
It was hold on a second. I just brought it up.
Definitely
Was
go
like-
watch
it was-
the Joe
it's
Pesci.
like, yeah,
it
thanks.
was my privilege. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all he said. He walked off.
That's all he said.
That's a drop the mic moment.
That's
dude.
beautiful.
That's,
Yeah.
it's perfect. There's nothing you can't pick at it.
It's so
Hell
good.
yeah.
Speaking of the political thing, the last thing we'll talk about. It's funny, like how now, especially over the last dozen years or so, that all these actors and actresses and everything at award show, they're using them to make political statements or protests. But when Marlon Brando did it, 40 years ago,
Yeah,
when he had
the Indian
the
come up. Yeah.
Native American woman come up to do it, he received so much shit and like was blacklisted for a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
And it's
yeah.
just crazy how the times have changed for such
Also,
a-
too, though, like
major
at the
thing.
time, Marlon Brando, like it's very well known now how much of a nut job he
Oh,
was.
he was insane.
And,
Still
like,
is.
All you have to
Yeah.
do is like if you want to
Stories.
understand how nutty of a person Marlon Brando was in real life, all you have to do is watch The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh, so good.
It's just and the documentary around it too. What's it called again?
It's something Lost Soul. I think it's just called Lost Souls.
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just perfectly describes his personality. Francis Ford Coppola says he would go over to his house and he'd just be wearing like a Geishan like fucking outfit. And,
Yeah,
like,
he was insane.
Yeah,
Marlon Brando was literally insane.
yeah, he just was a weird dude. But you know what? Phenomenal actor.
Oh, unreal. Apocalypse Now is still
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies. Top 5.
All right, guys, that'll wrap it up for us. What did you think of the Oscars? Did you agree with the winners? Disagree? Were you stoked for Suicide Squad winning as Connor was?
Shut up. Why are you saying that? It's not funny. It's
For
not
that.
funny anymore.
For that. Do you agree with the winners? What did you think of Jimmy Kimmel as a host? All the, everything else that went on. We again want to thank our sponsors today. Vinyl Me Please. Go to joinvmp.com/awesome to sign up for the monthly membership.
Yeah, and if oh wait, were you done?
Go ahead.
Sorry. If you want to get the free premium 30-day free trial to GameFly, just sign up for GameFlyOffer.com/awesome.
Yeah, if you want to receive 1 month free to get barkbox.com/awesome. Again, that's getbarkbox.com/awesome.
Today, Junior.
And if your
Excuse
feet are cold and you got to work out and you got a bunch of blisters and you're like, man, my socks keep falling down. I need some athletic socks. Please go to Bombas. Getbombas.com/awesome. Get your socks 15% off. Free shipping. There's nothing more.
Cass and Justin, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
Where
thank
can
you.
people find you on social medias?
You don't have to. No big deal. I mean, if you want to, you can, but you can find me on like all platforms. You don't. I don't.
What's
care
all right?
anymore.
Jay Fitzwiener on
Twitter,
on Twitter. What's your
Twitter,
Instagram? Justin Bobby 25.
25 on Instagram and Justin Bobby on Facebook. Hit me up.
Well, if you want to hit me up, I'm on Twitter at ThroughBeingCGD. I don't really post
Honest-
much, but I have to.
CJD.
CJD. Sorry,
For real though, the
I'm delusional right now.
Yeah, honestly, the only person I care about, Emma Stone. If you really want to reach me, hit me up on any of those platforms of social media. For real, my proposal is sincere and true. I love you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Peace.